All right, guys. So this is kind of week 2 now, actually, our makeup class for week 1, and we're gonna be doing the labs. We're gonna start creating our lab from scratch, but before that, obviously, I'll be explaining the whole lab, how it works, and what are we intending to do with it. So, um, and how big the lab is, not that big, but obviously it's it will need more hardware resources slowly when we get to the more complicated parts of the lab. So I'm just gonna drag a diagram. I've created the diagrams for all those stages of the lab where, okay, we're gonna get to these um, four virtual machines, right? So I'm just gonna grab this diagram first, and then I'll be explaining that which machine is going to be used for what and why four virtual machines, right? So okay, you know what? I could just try to log in from WebEx, right? So it's Google. It's give me a sec. Right. So, okay, there are more students coming here as well. So okay. Um, so guys, just a sec. Okay. I do this as well. Oh, it didn't like my both passwords. Okay. Anyway, guys, so this is going to be our lab, right? And we're going to be making this lab step by step and from scratch. But why for virtual VMware environment? So the purpose here is to create um, at least that environment which is acceptable in our in companies would you would see those VMware environments. So it should be at least nearest to a professional environment in a company. Obviously, in professional environment, you have physical servers. Now, these four virtual machines that we will be creating, instead of that, in the companies, you will have actually physical servers on top of which you're going to be having hypervisors deployed there. So in our obviously VMware Workstation Pro, which is a software training software that is created exactly for this purpose, that within one laptop or desktop you can create a big environment, just like if you have done Cisco and you have you can create very big environments pretending that you're connected globally with many branches, but you're just inside a software, right? I forgot the software name of the Cisco training software, but the thing is that you can do that. So just like in Cisco software here also, VMware Workstation, inside that you can create even much bigger environments with where you can check, where you can test all the advanced features of uh, especially the VCP track, VMware Certified Professional track. all the exam objectives we can test here, given that provided that we have good underlying hardware, right? That's what I was asking you, in the last class, that at least plan, if you don't have it, at least plan to have more RAM added to your um, laptop or desktop, right? So if you
Uh,
purchase a desktop, actually, yeah, you were saying?
so sorry to interrupt you, Professor. I didn't get this thing properly.
I would, sorry.
I didn't get properly like this what you made in Paint.
Um, okay, like you didn't understand about the hardware?
Like I didn't get this thing, like the concept and like what you made and what's this. I didn't get the whole
Uh,
thing.
yeah, I mean, I have just started. I
Oh, okay.
didn't start talking about, yeah. So,
So sorry about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I haven't even started that. I was talking about the prerequisites of what needs to be done here, right? So, yeah, a little more patience.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll be
Okay. Thank you.
spending all night. Cool. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, that we can create the whole environment here in our laptops, and that environment. So we're going to be creating 4 virtual machines, and these 4 virtual machines that we are about to create inside what? Inside our training software, VMware Workstation Pro, right? And the 4 virtual machines that we have will have different types of RAM requirement. So when we start creating them, then you will know step by step what we need. But we need 4 virtual machines inside VMware Workstation Pro. Now, if some of you or many of you haven't created a virtual machine before, then obviously this would be confusing to you that, okay, there are 4 boxes here with some IP addresses. What do we do with that? So obviously, I'll be taking you throughout the lab and I'll be showing you everything, what I mean by all these. So you will then understand one by one. So these are the 4 virtual machines we're pretending that they're virtual machines, and we're about to create them one by one and properly configure them. But what I'm trying to say is that these 4 virtual machines will take the RAM of your laptop. It will take the CPU. It will use the CPU of your laptop or desktop. It will use the storage of your laptop or desktop. So you have to really be following all the instructions I'm giving. Or if you have any questions, then you can ask me. So if I just create this. So suppose this is your laptop, right? And inside the laptop or desktop. Suppose this is our laptop slash desktop, and inside this you have installed a software called VMware Workstation Pro that I asked you to install. So hopefully everyone has installed the VMware Workstation Pro software. And then inside that VMware Workstation Pro software, we're going to be creating one virtual machine, and we're going to give it like temporarily now we're going to give it 8 GB RAM, but later we're going to give it 2 GB RAM, right? So and two two core dual core CPU. But when we start creating them, then you will understand even better. Second thing is for the other machine, we're gonna give here like 8 GB RAM, and also what 8 GB here, 8 GB here. Now, if you start calculating that 24 GB and 26 GB, right? But yeah, there's a little difference here. Actually, we're gonna give here 4 GB RAM, and then here also 4 GB RAM, right? So what happens is that you will be getting. Uh, so this is all going to be used um, within your laptop. So if you start counting that, so suppose my laptop has 16 GB total RAM, right? So 4 plus 4, 8, and 8, 16 plus 2. So it's already 18 GB RAM collectively. My laptop offers, for example, now 16 GB total RAM, physical RAM, right? So if each virtual machine is given a RAM like this, so it will be actually more than what my laptop offers, right? So we're going to be really careful how to give RAM to all the virtual machines that we will be creating one by one soon. So we are pretending now the scenario is that we're going to be creating our lab with 4 virtual machines, but we are pretending that this is a company, and inside this company, we are told to create a VMware network, right? So suppose you're a system admin and you've been instructed to create a basic virtualization environment. So for that, we would need some kind of infrastructure services virtual machine. So we need DNS for our environment, and we need DHCP for our environment. Now, obviously, these are infrastructure services. So uh, anyone can tell me in one sentence, very quick one, what DNS does? Oh, that should be a very basic question, right? But anyone can tell me in one, just a quick one. What
Yeah,
is
DNS is the domain.
yeah?
It translates.
IP addresses into domain names.
So DNS is name resolution, right? So DNS does, if I just say here, DNS equals name resolution. Oh, right, that no. So DNS equals name resolution, right? And DSCP, anyone? Quickly, very quick.
Dynamic host configuration protocol.
Domain host control protocol, so it gives the IP from the server.
So automatic IP assignment, well, from a range of IP that you give. But these are critical for any network, actually, name resolution. So without name resolution, you cannot access the VMware machines by name. And this is very crucial that you have to access VMware machines by name, right? So that's why we would need DNS here, and DNS has to be perfectly configured as well, properly configured. And then DHCP, obviously, it just assigns automatic IP addressing. So that would be just important. We all know that, right? So that's we're going to be creating first virtual machine, and this is going to be a Windows virtual machine, right? So you can see the name Windows OS 2019. It could be 2016, it could be 2022, whichever Windows Server OS that we download or install. So it's okay. Because we're going to be providing our VMware machines the DNS and DHCP services. And obviously, we all know that it's so critical. It's so critical to have DNS and DHCP services, right? Not only the first machine will provide the DNS and DHCP services, but it will also provide kind of, when we say Active Directory, anyone can tell me what does Active Directory offer? If you've heard about it before, what does Active Directory offer? Yes. Anyone?
User control.
User management.
Access management.
Domain user management.
Anyone else?
Hi.
What did, yeah?
Can you hear me?
It manages access
Policies.
to users.
Policies.
You can also
Controlling the domain user.
okay. So guys, anyone agrees that, or anyone can tell me this? Active Directory provides AAA. Anyone can tell me what is that?
Authentication, authorization, and
And
three things. And
Availability. Accounting.
no.
accounting.
Yeah, accounting. Good. So Active Directory provides authentication and authorization. and accounting, right? Hey, but aren't we installing? Oh, okay. Let me just clarify one more thing. This will be as you can see, a Windows machine, right? Uh, but these will be VMware machines, right? And what VMware software is going to be installed, we will know that soon. But I'm just telling you the plan here that these are all VMware machines. Now, VMware is a separate company. It is a separate line of products of a separate vendor, while Microsoft is a separate vendor, right? Active Directory is offering authentication, authorization, accounting or auditing, however you want to say that. But does VMware need authentication and authorization from another vendor's product called Active Directory? No. VMware has its own authentication, authorization, accounting system as well. But why we will be installing Active Directory here? Because I need to show you as an exam objective of VCP that how to connect Active Directory with VMware. Because whichever company you will join, it will have Active Directory. Nearly, majority of the companies will have Active Directory there, right? Because if you have suppose 10,000 users or 10 users, you have to create those users somewhere in some kind of directory service that offers authentication, right? So you will always have an Active Directory Microsoft environment. In majority of the company, you will have that. And if they have on-premises environment, so they will definitely be running it on VMware. So how to connect VMware with Active Directory? That's what I'm going to show you. And it's also an exam objective. So that's why we're going to install Active Directory. But if somebody asks you, why are you installing Active Directory? So this means that, oh, does VMware require authentication or from Microsoft Active Directory? So you will say no, VMware has its own authentication and authorization system. But since Active Directory will also be in the environment, then that's why we will try to see that how to connect Active Directory users with VMware environment, right? So that's why we're going to install Active Directory. But the fourth objective of the first machine. So the first three objectives of this machine is that this machine will have DNS, this machine will have DHCP, and then this machine will have Active Directory as well. Fourth objective of this machine is that it will have a software SAN. We talked about SAN in last class as well. So it's a storage area network, right? So software SAN needs to be here. So we could provide disks or LUNs over the network to other machines. But I'm going to clarify this concept when we come to this software SAN deployment, and then we're going to go in detail and in depth. But right now, what you need to know is we're going to be creating first virtual machine, and it will offer 4 critical services to our environment: DNS, DHCP, Active Directory, software SAN. So for this, we need this virtual machine, right? Now, what is the purpose of other 3 virtual machines? Now, this machine, the VMware machine, its purpose is very, very critical. It will host vCenter appliance. Oh, what is a vCenter appliance? This is the whole course of VCP, VMware Certified Professional, revolves around the application called vCenter. Oh, okay. What does vCenter offer? Well, I mentioned yesterday as well. If you want to centrally manage, control, troubleshoot, monitor the whole VMware environment, then you need vCenter. If vCenter is not there, then you cannot centrally manage the whole VMware environment. So it's the most important application inside in VMware. Small companies might not be even able to afford vCenter licenses. Medium to large size companies vCenter licenses, right? So that said, this virtual machine is, I would refer to this virtual machine as a VIP virtual machine, but you don't have to say that in the interview. Like for us, it's a very important machine. So VIM, I think, very important machine, right? Anyway, so the thing is that this application will be deployed here on this virtual machine. The most critical hypervisor will be this. Now, there are two more VMware machines here. What is the role of these guys here, right? So, okay, guys, give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, verification is logging in. Okay, so what I was saying was, what is the role of these two guys, these two virtual machines? The role of these two virtual machines is they will have installed hypervisor, right? Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So hypervisor. Now, what does hypervisor do? We talked about it yesterday. Hypervisor hosts virtual machines, right? So all the virtual machines will be hosted on top of this hypervisor, whatever virtual machine we create inside this environment and this hypervisor. Why are we installing two hypervisors? Because we need to test all the advanced features of provided by the vCenter application. vCenter provides high availability, which is HA. vCenter provides fault tolerance, which is FT. vCenter provides DRS, distributed resource scheduler. So these are all the advanced services for business continuity and disaster recovery. And high availability, right? So we need to test all those features that are provided by this vCenter application on top of these two hypervisors. For example, the fault tolerance service, you have to create a virtual machine here, and its partner or standby virtual machine has to be created on the other hypervisor, right? Then we're going to crash this whole hypervisor, and the active machine on this hypervisor will be also gone or down. Then we will check that did the service from the active virtual machine failed over to the standby virtual machine automatically or not. So these and other such labs, we need two hypervisors for that, right? For the testing purpose. That's why there are two hypervisors that's going to be here. Yep. Okay, Natnail says in the chat why we are installing hypervisor. Okay, I need to see the whole chat. I'll drag it here. Is not VMware our hypervisor? Okay, so that's the question for which we gave the answer yesterday. What was the answer for this? Let me just grab that answer from yesterday's slide. Why are we installing a hypervisor when VMware Workstation is already a hypervisor, right? That was a question. So the answer is it is coming real soon. Hypervisor. This is the answer. Okay, so answer is hypervisor 1 and hypervisor 2. Hypervisor 2 is used for training purpose, right? So VMware Workstation is a hypervisor, but it's just used for training purpose. Hypervisor 1 is used in production environments, right? We are here to learn how hypervisor 1 works in a production environment. But where do we install it? Either you purchase a $2,000 or maybe a used one, HP server, Dell server, right? IBM server, maybe $500, $600. Maybe you purchase 4 or 3 or two of those big servers and install hypervisor there, or you need a software, an application that lets you create the whole environment inside. So VMware Workstation is a hypervisor 2. It's a training software inside which we're going to test hypervisor 1. So yes, we need both hypervisors. We already installed hypervisor 2, which is VMware Workstation, and this just provides a training environment for us, right? And inside VMware Workstation, Pro, we're going to install ESXi hypervisor. So the hypervisor one name is ESXi hypervisor. Okay, thank you. So, all right, let's go ahead and all right. So we were talking about our lab, right? So the purpose is that there are two hypervisors, and yes, so this is a laptop. Inside this, we have a Windows Solution Pro 16, and we will be installing 4 virtual machines one by one. Pretty much today, we will spend configuring just this virtual machine because, and guys, we're gonna create an environment throughout the course where we're gonna build that on top of the other configuration. So first we build this DNS, DHCP, Active Directory, software SAN, not software SAN will be coming later. DNS, DHCP, and Active Directory we're going to start installing now. Then on top of that, in collaboration with that, the hypervisors, the 3 hypervisors we're going to install, and then so everything will be built on top of this whole environment. So if we make any one mistake, any small mistake in the basic configuration of this environment, then we will suffer throughout the whole course. So even a small mistake is going to create a big problem for us, right? So the way I am configuring, you have to configure egg exactly the same way, right? So that's why there is one more thing that I would be mentioning here. First, I show you the lab rules. Okay. So second thing, the lab roles, not rules. Then comes the lab rules. So there's a golden rule here. If you are following me, and it's not compulsory to follow me, if you think that your machine or you might be stuck somewhere and you might slow down the class because I have to show you a lot of long laps, right? So those who are following me, and the magic word is fastly. If you're fast enough, then when I click, you click. And one more thing is never assume, right? This is the most dangerous thing in any environment, any job environment, that we assume. So don't assume. Suppose I'm installing Windows. Okay, I know you guys have installed Windows a million times, but I'm going to do customizations, a lot of them, right? So never assume that, oh yeah, he's going to take that step. Oh yeah, I know he's going to take that step. So you go 10 steps ahead of me, right? And then you realize that, oh, I'm making customizations, which you did not do. And now you have to reinstall the whole Windows again just to reach those customizations, right? So that's why when I click, you click. For those who are following me, otherwise the rest, you can wait for the video to come by tonight or tomorrow, and then you can follow the video and upload all the screenshots to get the marks, right, before the next class. But today you will still take the screenshots of my screen if you're not following me. If you're following me, then you will take the screenshots of your screen. It will be just, few screenshots, 5 or 6 for specific configurations. You will see as I go ahead. I'm just explaining, right? I can't see last video, sir. Oh yeah, I did not upload last video. It was just yesterday. So I'll be uploading tonight that one, and then when this one is ready, I'll be uploading that too. Okay. Okay, here I will ask you to take screenshot. Yeah, I have explained that. Yeah, guys, when I ask you to take a screenshot, you can take the screenshot. We will also name every screenshot as a, it will be a label for the screenshot. Once you have 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or 10 screenshots by the end of the class, you will put them in a new MS Word file. You will name that MS Word file, name this MS Word file with your full name, college ID, course name. So it will be, your full name. So, okay, my name, Armor Shazad, college ID, whatever ID, and then course name, VCP. You could just say VCP 7, right? Just to make it simple. So that's how you can create your own MS Word file where in every class you will be putting the screenshots that I'm asking you to, hey, take a screenshot of this page. Everyone will take a screenshot, right? At that time. So you have to be alert. If you're following me, you can take a screenshot of your screen, not mine. If you're not following me, you can take a screenshot of my screen. But then you have to put a name in that screenshot, your name. Okay. Where are the lab rules? Well, this is in the slide, and I will be uploading that slide soon. I haven't uploaded it yet. So yeah, but you can see it here. So we're going to do step by step, and at the end of the class, I'll just upload that too, because I'm going to make a lot of changes here as well. At the end of the class, you will have to upload it in the Blackboard. So yeah, there's a week 2. There's another folder called week 2 created there. And there I will create upload link. You can, at the end of the class, you can click the upload, and you will be able to upload this file at the end of the class, right? Okay. If you're stuck with configuring your environment, then let me know during the class and we can T-shoot. But you know, my request is not to slow me down, but I'm here to help. If you're stuck, you can quickly share the screenshot on WhatsApp with me, and I can just explain right away. Oh yeah, do this, and done. But if it's taking you more time, then let me continue with the class and finish the whole topic, because there's a lot to show, right? We can T-shoot for a small time. If it gets longer, then let me finish the whole lab and record it, right, for you. Okay, so some instructions here that at the start, if we know, it would be better to have more and more longer labs for you available before hit the job market. So, but we cannot give each T-shoot a lot of time. Okay, point clear here, guys. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and explain. So now what we're going to be doing, so we're going to be starting to create our first virtual machine, and we're going to be very careful in all the configurations. We're going to understand what we're doing. I'm going to explain each and every step of what we're doing, right? So understanding is the main thing, and then comes how comfortable you are to implement it, right? It's going to be easy and start, but then it's going to get complicated as we build the whole environment slowly on top of it. Okay, so first machine we're going to be creating now. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and put it in the slide, so you will have it available there in Blackboard later with the video. Okay, so there's that screenshot. And now second thing is, I'm going to grab another slide which just explains what we need to do today, right now. So that would be this one. So what does this do? I'm just going to create another paintbrush diagram so we could discuss this. Okay, so golden image. Okay, that's not exactly what I was intending to do. Okay, so that's a topic coming when we have by the mid of the class, mid of the course, you will have this topic. Then I will explain what is this prep and what is everything, right? So right now, first machine, what do we need to do? In the first machine, we're going to, and I have written it in the steps here. Software needed, yeah, we'll go. Let's go to VMware Lab in our laptops, 416, 4, yeah, we discussed that. Student official site, yeah, we'll discuss that. Yeah, okay, this we will be discussing. Task to be done after logging into the Windows. Okay, so we're gonna reach here, but let me just first explain that how we're starting now. So we're gonna all open now VMware Workstation, right? And then we're gonna create one or our create first virtual machine, and inside this machine will be create first virtual machine, and we're going to give it temporarily give it 8 GB RAM, right? And we will be installing, we will give 2 processors. I'll correct this. view and 2 processors, and we will give 200 GB disk, and it would be 200 GB disk, and then and it will be thin provisioned. So I will also explain what is thin provisioned, or some of you might know, but definitely I'll explain that. Okay, so this is what we're about to create now: 200 GB disk, and yeah, the machine name, VM name, and exactly do as I'm doing. Obviously, don't assume anything, and then we will start the installation of Windows Server 2019. If you have 2016, it's okay. If you have 2022, it's okay. It just, whichever server installation. And then, yeah, the installation, once the installation is done, then we will use the class password for the local administrator account. And the class password, which I use always, is small ABC, capital ABC, shift 123 without shift 123. It's, complicated enough, complex enough. This is the class password. You can use that too, or if you use some other password, just don't forget it, right? Don't forget that if you're trying to use some other complicated password. Okay. Anyway, so, and then once we log in, then we will do certain other configurations mentioned in the slide. And yeah, until we are ready to install, Active Directory, DNS, and DHCP on this machine, right? So if we install and configure it correctly, it's not gonna bug you throughout the course. If there is something wrong here and any of the steps are not followed, then obviously it's gonna bug you throughout the course. Okay, so let's go ahead. First of all, let's open our VMware workstation. So I'm sure everyone has that already. So this is the icon for that, VMware Workstation Pro. I'm going to double click that. And yeah, ignore all the machines showing here. And later you will be seeing that I'll be moving my machine to the my virtual machine to the other physical machine later. So right now I'll just create folder here for VMware class. Okay. Okay, so Mir says in the chat, my college laptop having 250 GB SSD only, which is okay, guys. Like it's from the college, right? It's out of your control. It's not very bad. What can I say? Don't. Will you be creating other machines, other course machines there as well? If not, then you should be okay. And don't download any games or movies there. Just kidding. Then you should be okay. I think you should be okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, okay. Okay, guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go to the home button. If you don't see the home button, then you can go to File and you can create a new virtual machine from here as well. Wherever you go, then it's create new virtual machine, right? So let's click that, create new virtual machine. So once we click that, I'm recording the RP. Okay, is in progress. So there's a typical and there's a custom. So I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna keep it as typical and click next. We're on this next screen, and in the next screen, guys, we're supposed to choose an operating system. We're supposed to map or assign an operating system here in this ISO, but I'm not going to do that. Why? What happens is that many of the students, when they map the Windows 2019 server here, that's the normal way to do it. But what happens is when we map it here and the next finish and start installation, so it gives a weird error about license, because this is evaluation version, we don't need a license, right? So, but it does offer, it does show errors for majority of the students. So I've seen that in so many batches that I start with a workaround. The workaround, if you follow exactly that, then you will not get that error. And I've been doing that for many batches. So what I'm going to do is, instead of selecting this, I'm going to select this one. I will install the operating system later. So go ahead. Those who are following, you can select this one, right? And click next. If you're not following, it's okay. Yeah. Palak says, do we need start to perform steps with you? So Palak, it's an optional thing. If you think you can do it fast with me, and you don't have any issue with that, maybe if you're stuck and then you are a good troubleshooter, then yes. If you think that, well, maybe it's a new thing you're doing, and if you're stuck, you will need help for every step, then don't do it with me, and wait for the video to start, right? So it's going to be only beneficial for you if I get to show you more and more lab steps and record it for you, right? But those who want to follow me, most welcome. And if you're fast and you can troubleshoot a bit fast, then yeah, please follow me. Otherwise, you don't have to follow me. But understand everything, because many of the questions will come, even, concepts will come in the interview from what we're doing. Okay. So then Arifur Rahman says, yes, sir, we want to follow, just go step by step, please. Yeah, but thing is, those who are following, I'm saying again and again that if you're fast, it's okay. If you can go along with me, it's okay. Otherwise, you don't have to do that. If you're slowing me down, then everyone will be affected by that, right? But I'm here to help, so I can give a little help if you're stuck on your side. Okay, anyway, so I will install the operating system later. Click that. And those who are following and those who are not following, it's okay. Just try to understand what's going on. If you have any questions, you can ask. So third one, and then I'll click next. Here, according to the versions you have, maybe you don't see the screen, or maybe you do. But Microsoft Windows is there, and I'm gonna, if Windows 2019 is not selected there, then choose from down here. And normally it shows like this, just to go down there 2019. Or if you don't see 2019, then you can even select 2016. Even though you have 2019 ISO image that you're about to install, you can still select 2016 and it will just load the Windows Server universal drivers. So it doesn't matter. But if you see 2019, it's okay. Okay, I'm going to click next. And here, I'm going to name it properly, right? And you should also name, those who are following, you should also name it properly. So the first thing is, wherever I put my name, those who are following, you should put your name. Do not put my name in your machine. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, oh, sorry. This is Win01. This is the first machine, right? Win01 dash your first name, dash. Today's date is 16 Sept 22 dash VCP7 dash hum dash Toronto dash Ontario dash Canada North America Earth. Okay, anyway, just kidding. So yeah, that much is enough. And now there's another thing. Yep.
It's okay, sir.
Good, right? Okay. So yeah, guys, one more thing. Suppose you have E drive in your desktop and you don't want to install this machine in your C drive, right? Then keeping the whole folder structure intact, if you have another drive, E drive or D drive or whatever drive, you can just change that C drive to that drive. I have only one disk here, so I'm not going to change anything. But suppose you want to change that location to another drive in your laptop or desktop, then you can just change the C to whichever drive letter is there if you want. Otherwise, you don't need to do that. Okay, so Leonard says, please, can you zoom your screen a little, please? How do I zoom?
Leonard
Yeah,
will
zoom
have
option.
to Leonard will have to do it by himself on his screen at the top.
So So, Leonard, it's on your side that you can zoom, and not from my side, but you on your side you can zoom. Guys, where is it? I mean, like on the top, right?
Yes, on the top, in the right in the middle of the screen, it will say
Okay.
70-80%. Yeah, at the top.
Okay, so on the top in the middle of this. Okay, got it. Leonard got it. Okay, guys. So this, and let's go ahead. So I'm just explaining the whole thing one by one, and then I'm going to click next. So when we come here, it's asking for this disk. You know, every virtual machine has to have a virtual disk, right? So this virtual machine has a virtual disk as well. Now, out of a habit, I'm putting a 200 GB. So 200 GB disk space I'm giving to this virtual machine. So guys, there's a concept that need to be understood. What is that? That is called thin provisioning. So what is thin provisioning? Anyone already knows what is thin provisioning? Kinda. If you do, you can tell. Otherwise, I'll explain now. Okay. So exactly, you're right. Actually, nobody said anything. It's okay. Obviously, we're here to learn. So something like thin client. No. That's different. The thin client is used for Citrix environments and application virtualization environment, right? But no, this is a bit different.
Professor,
Pro-
can you hear me?
Yeah.
So what we put, because I don't have this 200 gig space, so what I put here? How much capacity?
Provisioning.
Sorry,
Provisioning.
can I say about thin provisioning? Is it like we can like make it more physical? We can say resources, but we don't have them. It is kind of like that.
No. Okay, that's
Like
one thing.
giving the
And second, yeah.
like
Mhm,
giving the
yeah.
appearance of more physical, having more physical resources than
Giving
we
a
actually
bearing.
don't have them.
Oh, it's the opposite of that actually.
Okay.
So I'll be explaining that now. Yeah, and there was another student who was saying that, oh, I don't have a 200 GB space, so what should I give? So
Yeah.
for that student, this thin provisioning, that's exactly for um, those laptops or desktops or servers in a production environment where you don't have space. So thin provisioning means, first of all, it's not going to take this whole 200 GB space in your physical disk of your physical laptop. It's not going to take that. It's going to grow up to that whenever it grows up to 200 GB, and that in this course, it's not happening. Second thing is, it only takes space for whatever software that you have installed in this virtual machine. Okay. Anyone knows what software are we about to install in this virtual machine? Windows, right? We are installing Windows. So when we are installing Windows, what is the maximum space it's going to take? Okay, maybe 12 GB. It's going to take more or less 12 GB space. So what if you put here 200 GB, you're giving, hey, disk, don't go more than this. If ever you reached the maximum limit, suppose you kept on putting here databases, maybe you put Visual Studio, maybe you put AutoCAD, you keep on putting very big applications, it's gonna start growing in space until it reaches 200 GB here, right? So we're just giving it that size, but it's not going to occupy that size, 200 GB. So thin provisioning means that you give it a limit, but it doesn't occupy that space on your physical disk. But whatever software you're installing and whatever space that software takes, that will be actually the physical space it's going to take in your physical laptop. So again, if I put here 1 TB, it's still only going to take 12 GB space here because that's what this software takes, actually, right? Opposite of that is, yeah, you got it, right?
But
So
yeah,
even if
but
you,
sorry,
yeah, you're saying.
But if you install like heavy or something different, then it will take, because it's the like up to, right? We are giving the limit 200 gigs. If there's
Yeah,
something installed,
it's
which
the
it
limit.
will take, right? Yeah, it will take. You know what I mean?
Like whatever software we install, it will only take that much physical space, but it will not occupy this 200 GB on your physical disk. It's just the maximum limit it will grow up to, if it ever reaches that. And it will only reach that if we keep on installing more software. In this course, I don't intend to install anything
Oh,
other than
yeah, I
Windows here.
understand. I got you, but still, it's a limit, right?
Yeah, this is just a limit.
Yeah. Okay.
It
Okay.
doesn't translate into space.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
Thank
have
you.
a
Got it.
question, sir.
Yeah.
So as we don't, as Yogesh was saying that he don't have space in the laptop 200 gigs,
Yep.
but you said it will occupy only 12 gigs, right? So
Yep.
as we don't have that space in the laptop, but we are keep adding things in it like Windows and virtual Visual Studio and
No,
all.
we're not going to
So
install
what
anything
happens
else
then?
other than
No,
Windows.
not for this class.
Yeah.
Like if we are adding
Oh, yeah.
something, keep adding, then what happen? Because it
Obviously,
can't
it's
reach
going
the
to
200
occupy.
then. Yeah, so it will
So
occupy, but where it stops then?
wherever we stop adding more software, it's going to stop there because it's up to us, whatever we install. So if the college has given you a laptop, yes, they should have given a bigger disk. My suggestion is if you could purchase,
That's
disks
not
are very, very cheap right now. You can
That was
even,
not my question. Sorry,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Sorry to interrupt
Hello,
you.
sir.
That's not my
Sir,
question.
the question is this, can I help out? Yes, sir. The question is the same, for example, instead of the 200, let us say, for example, we put 10 gig there, for example.
oh,
And
your
then,
voice is not clear. Mhm.
oh,
Yeah,
my voice
you
is
can
not clear.
speak a little louder. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she was saying, let us say, for example, instead of 200 gig, we put 10 gig and the 10 gig gets exhausted. What happens instead of the 200 gig?
Uh,
Yeah. Did you
sorry,
get
I
me,
didn't
sir?
get it.
All right.
No, I
Okay, let
mean,
me.
it's not very clear to me. The sound, Navdeep was, it was
Actually,
very clear sound. So,
Yeah,
actually,
so
but
actually,
okay, I'll
yeah,
repeat it.
I think my headset was faulty, so
I'll
I'm using
translate.
my
Yeah.
laptop now.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So she was saying, let us say, for example, instead of the 200 gig, we put in only 10 gig, and the 10 gig get exhausted. What happens?
Then inside this virtual machine, we cannot install anything else because we exhausted that disk space here. So it's not a very good idea to put 10 gigs here because then you can't even install Windows that is really needed for the whole course. So yeah, it should be, 200. Why did I put that? I don't need to put that. I am just clarifying a concept here that you need to trust as well. And uh, so that's why if you want to put 100 GB here, if you want to put here 60 GB, it's up to you here, 60 GB or 100 GB. You can put it. I'm putting 200 or I'm going to put 500, but it's never going to take space in your laptop because I need you to clarify this concept of thin provisioning, right? So it does not take space other than what you install in terms of software. So yeah, don't give here 10 GB. That's going to be a very, very bad idea because then Windows will not even install and you can't go ahead. So yeah, my suggestion, either just follow me, or if you're too scared of this whole concept and you don't get that concept of this and you're still scared, so go for 60 GB or 100 GB, right?
Sorry, sir, but
Yeah,
we got your
your question.
concept that we are just giving like we are
Like a
just
scenario, yeah.
giving this system assumption that okay, we have 200 gigs, but actually we
Okay.
don't have. But this system is assuming that we have 200 gigs. That's the concept, I think so. But my
Yeah.
question was that actually in practically we don't have that 200 gigs, right? So after adding Windows, if we keep adding other things, for example, it's not for the class, not for the college laptop and all, it's a for example, if we keep adding things, that how it will take it, that it will not go to 200, but it will crash or something happen, like it will say something like you can't add something.
Yeah, what will happen is if it reaches your 250 GB space at the end of it, so nothing will work. All services in the background of the laptop will stop.
Okay.
So what we need to then do it is to, at that time, you will have to delete some of the stuff, and you will have to check that what you want to delete, because that's going to be your decision.
Okay.
What I will do is that I will try to install minimum of necessary minimum software we will install. And I would also request everyone that, because the 250 GB given by college is a bit less, and by the middle of the course or by the near end of the course, it will fill up. So other than this course's machine, don't put anything else. If you can put it somewhere else, it's good. But if it's course related and something else, then yeah, I mean, what can I do? I mean, it's out of my hand, out of your hand. My other suggestion would be to keep the course continued. You could purchase another 500 GB disk that you will, be using later as well. When you give back the laptop, you can still use it as an external disk later. So yeah, that's overall. How do you plan? How do you manage? But with my course, I'm going to go minimum, but it's still going to expand to, I think, 200 GB in the physical disk, all 4 machines included, with thin provisioning in already available. Still, there will be 4 machines, and they do grow a lot. So by the end of the course, you might have issues.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 40 gig left, so this should be fine till end of the course, or I have to purchase
You
more?
have which laptop? Sorry, you have
I have 40 gig left. 40 gig left. Free space.
40 GB,
Yeah,
40
should be
GB.
fine. Yeah, 40 GB.
This is the hardest size or the RAM size?
No, the hard disk size, like free storage.
What? 40?
Yes.
No. That's not gonna work at all.
Think
You
so.
need to get mm, minimum. Well, my suggestion is 500 GB, but at least 250 GB is a must. I mean, 40 GB. I mean, not in 2022. I can imagine that somebody will have this kind of hard disk.
Yeah, they
Okay,
can
so
get
please
yeah.
increase it to something bigger, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay, let's go ahead, guys. Right. So,
Yes, I
and
have a question.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, in professional or live environment, let's assume we have this 200. Is there any way to like enlarge the size or add more space in case we see that our resources are going
Mm,
to
okay. So,
I mean
yeah.
to fill up to fill all of the 2 GBs 200 GBs.
Well, there is a thing called compression, but that's gonna really slow down your disk. Um, if it fills up, the best way is to delete something, or or compression you can use, but it's gonna really slow down your system, but it's gonna create more space for you.
So not
So that's
possible
the
to
other
upgrade.
only other
Okay.
option. Yep, cool. Okay.
Not po-
Mm-hmm. Okay.
so it's not possible to upgrade the size.
Upgrade the size of a physical disk? No.
No, I mean
Physical disk,
like
no.
as
Yeah.
you said, you explained yesterday that we can have physical storage on our server, but have in like other in another location storage available for the for for the infrastructure, if I can call it like that.
Oh,
So it
okay.
means if we want to add more virtual
Yeah.
machines, we can just request. That's why I'm asking. It's true that we are just installing on now on the physical disk, but I'm assuming if we are in the live environment on the real server, we have this limit, but storage in another location, as you explained yesterday.
Yes, this is possible. First of all, some laptops come with a CD-ROM drive. Now, latest laptops don't do that, don't have that. But if there's on the sideways, there's a DVD-ROM So people do take out that DVD-ROM and then purchase a covering enclosure, and then they purchase another disk. I used to do that for my older laptop. And then they can add another disk. Otherwise, you can simply purchase another 500 GB disk, take out this 250 GB disk, and put in the 500 GB disk inside the laptop. That is the second solution. Third solution that students have been doing that was too slow was that if you purchase an external disk that is connected with USB to the laptop and then create the rest of the machines there. That is slow, but it works, but it's slow. It's terrible. So the best solution is a bigger drive inside a laptop, right? But if you could install a virtual machine on the USB connected external disk, which has a lot of space, it's going to be terribly slow and not recommended. So yeah, these are some of the solutions.
We are just considering this, but we are assuming a real server in a data center. Will we remove the disk in the server to have a more disk space? We'll replace it with a more disk space hard drive, or
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If you're assuming that suppose it's a production environment, so there normally we have a SAN solution, which is very easy to upgrade the hard drives on. It's already 80,000, 100,000, 200,000 solution. So yes, if we run out of space there, we can easily upgrade it with another remote disk, and the software will have no effect at all because it's a pretty expensive solution. So yes, upgrading that is much easier than what we can think here.
So now this thing provisioning concept, is it? Do we still have it in a normal environment?
So in production environment, what I was going to go for the next concept was this thick. Oh man, okay, thick provision, right? Oops, provision. So what happens there is that if it is thick provisioned, then yes, it does exactly the opposite of what thin provision does. What is that? That whatever space you give here, it actually occupies that space on the physical disk. It is faster. It is faster in performance, thick provision. It formats the disk faster, but it occupies all the exact space that you put here. In production environments, this is used. In training environments, or in even in the production in companies, you have test environments, UAT, dev. So then you use this to save space. But in production environments, you use this where you need speed. So it offers a lot of speed, and this offers a lot of free space. That's the benefit of the two types of solutions there, right? So in training environment, we need to save space. So that's why this software is already built in with thin provisioning here. But thick provision is actually used in the production environment. It is faster, but it takes space. Thick provision, and this is slower, but it saves space. So it's not used in this is not used in production environments, or maybe in test environments only. So that's the difference between the two. We're going for that one, right? Okay, so I guess the answer is yes. Leonard, I guess he was asking, assuming we have 1 terabyte and we set it to 200 GB, and when it is 200 GB, can we upscale? Yes, we can, exactly. But yeah, since you have a lot of physical space and you just used small amount of it, you can anytime you can upscale up till that 1 terabyte. Yes, Leonard. So okay, thank you for clarifying for me as well. And Arifur Rahman says in the chat, it is mandatory to assign 200 GB. No, it's not mandatory. As a habit, and just to explain the concept of thin provision, I go for 200 GB. You don't want to go for 200 GB, then you can go for 100 or 60 GB as well. It's not mandatory. You want to follow me, then yeah, it's you can put that. But you should have an informed decision, right? So that's the thing. Okay. Leonard says, no, but I assume we follow the direction or recommendation. Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, okay, guys, this is, discussion of thin provisioning, 200 GB. I just put it as a habit. What we exactly need is maybe 60 GB is enough or 100 GB is also enough. But because of thin provisioning, I can put here 900 GB, 10 terabyte here, and it doesn't really matter. It's only going to take this much space, right? Okay, I'm just gonna save that. You will have all the discussion recorded anyway, but this is just to show that we discussed here this, and I'm saving this as a diagram here. Okay, right. Okay, let's keep going. Now, once we have put that, so here we see store virtual disk as a single file and is split virtual disk into multiple files. Now this is just going to be for portability only, and by portability, what do I mean by that? So if you have that single file here, this one, so this virtual disk, it just becomes one single file, and it was this size. Then maybe you kept on installing more, so it became one single file became bigger and bigger, and it becomes like 200 GB, or maybe it becomes 20 GB, 30 GB, 40 GB, right? But it's a single file. Suppose it reaches 192 GB, suppose we pretend, right? So when you want to copy this file over the network to another physical system, or for someone else, so copying one big huge file, it may not really succeed in reaching the other side here, right? So if you divide the file into smaller chunks of 4 GB, so if you select this option, second option here, so and you're installing something, right? So it will create 4 GB file, but you're still installing Windows and it needs 12 GB space. So 4 GB, 4 GB, now it's 12 GB now, right? But the size of the disk, the actual disk will be divided into smaller chunks of file, 4 GB, 4 GB chunks of file. Benefit of that is that you can copy smaller amount of files over the network easily, and you cannot copy one big huge file easily. It could give you errors and it may fail, but smaller chunks of file you can copy over the network, and you will be easily able to transfer. While this is still being one full disk, they are all attached, but physically on the disk space, they're going to be smaller files, 4 GB chunks of files, right? Okay. So guys, is my voice clear? Was it not clear before?
Yes, in between it was, but now it's clear.
Now it's clear.
Now it's clear. Okay. So what I was saying, okay. So what I was saying was that this is the smaller chunks of file, like 4 GB, 4 GB, 4 GB. So 4 GB chunks of file, it's easy to copy those smaller size files over the network, and it's not easy to copy a one big huge file over the network, right? So that's the only difference between the two options here. Do you want the disk to grow as a single file? Do you want the disk to grow in smaller chunks of files, right? It's just this, right? So I'm going to keep this option still there, but since you know what to do, you want to change it to the other one, up to you. But the thing is, you understand what's going on, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead.
It is good.
All right, cool. I'll just copy this diagram quickly, put it in. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm just going to click continue now. Next. Guys, here we're going to customize. Those who are following, obviously, customize hardware here. This is like you're shopping inside a mall, or inside a computer shop, right? Oh, I need this much RAM, I need this much processor, something like that, right? So the memory, for now, temporarily, we're going to give it 8 GB RAM. 8, right? Why 8? Because we need to install Windows faster. We can save some time, right? Processor. So it says number of processors 2, which is okay. Number of cores per processor 1, which is also okay. So it's just 2 processors per virtual machine we're going to assign. And it's going to be just fine for the performance of the virtual machine. And in terms of physical laptop, it's not going to take up any more processing than is required. Then there is CD/DVD. Remember that we did not map any ISO Windows 2019 yet. So I will tell you when to map it. Then comes NAT, then comes network adapter, right? So network adapter, there are 4 options here: bridge, NAT, host only, custom, right? Now, anyone knows what is NAT? What does NAT do? Very quick.
Network address translator.
Yep. Exactly. So it provides your private IPs, the internet, and you know that private IPs can't route, so they cannot have internet, but NAT translates internet from public IP to a private IP, right? So what is bridge here? We're not going to actually select bridge. We're going to still select NAT, but first of all, what is bridge? So bridge, if you select the bridge, then this machine will be exposed to the outside physical network. Now you're sitting in your homes, right? So your home DSL router is there. So if you put this on bridge, this virtual machine will get an IP from your home DSL router. Suppose you have a monitoring application inside your home that is monitoring if there is another machine that came up. So this machine will come up in that monitoring. Suppose you're logged into your DSL router and you check that how many clients are there. So because this machine is on bridge, it will be exposed to your physical home network or in the company, physical company network. So it will show in your DSL router clients as well. So bridge means this virtual machine will be exposed and it will be to your physical network, and it will directly take an IP from your DSL router, just like your laptop at home is taking an IP from your DSL router. Bridging the machine like this, not a good idea for our environment as well, but it just runs a home network. Second is NAT. So the virtual machine is not exposed to the home network, but it still gets an IP from there is a DHCP sitting inside this VMware workstation as well. So the machine gets an IP from the DHCP that is sitting inside VMware workstation. So that private IP actually itself does not have any internet connectivity. So the NAT protocol, if you put it there, it will grab the internet connectivity from your physical network, and then it will just give that internet connection to the virtual machine here. So the thing is, your virtual machine is behind that NAT protocol. It is not exposed to your home network or office network, but it still gets internet connection. So that's what the NAT is for. Host only is that your virtual machine, it is not exposed to your physical network, first thing. Second thing, it does not even get internet connection. Ouch. Okay, so it's just a lonely machine inside your VMware workstation. Host only, suppose there are 2 machines, they are both on host only. They can communicate with each other, but they cannot get internet, and they are not exposed to your physical network as well. They're just inside VMware workstation, that's all. And they can communicate with each other if they both have their network adapters selected to host only, right? Custom. Custom actually shows you 19 different networks. Oh, 19? Okay, anyone knows what is VLAN? Quickly. What is the concept of VLAN?
Virtual network.
What is the concept behind that?
It's basically creating multiple networks in same switch.
And
with different IP addresses. And
the network address is also different. They cannot communicate with each other.
Cannot communicate with each other. So yes, you both are right. Now, guys, suppose you create 4 virtual machines, right? 2 virtual machines have VMnet 4. 2 virtual machines have VMnet 13. Suppose, right? What will happen? So VMnet 4 virtual machines cannot communicate with VMnet 13 virtual machines. So this means these are all 19 or 20 independent networks. If you have 20 machines and they want to communicate with each other, suppose they are on VMnet 13. If they're all on VMnet 13, they can communicate with each other. If half of the machines are on VMnet 13 and half of the machines are on VMnet 15, then VMnet 13 machines cannot communicate with VMnet 15 machines. So what are these? VMnets are just separate independent networks, and the machines inside can communicate with each other, but cannot communicate outside of this network with any other network. So these are just separate 19, other than VMnet 8 and VMnet 1 host only, right? So host only is still the same thing. If there are 4 machines and they are all having this host only connected, they can communicate with each other. If they are different networks, they cannot communicate with each other. So hopefully the concept is clear. LAN segment is if you want to start, stop, restart a group of machines, you want to maintain them, so then you can go for LAN segment. We don't need that because it requires a lot of RAM and CPU just to start them together. So our current configuration would be NAT for this machine, but later we will shift to any of these custom networks here. My favorite is 15 for no particular reason, or we can go for 19, or we can just, do that. Okay, Pragnesh says, can you explain NAT? So NAT is network address translation, and okay, I'll quickly do that. And so there's NAT there. Network address translation, right? So you have a public IP here, and PIP, PIP, right? Public IP. Oh, public IP is routable. You can get internet connection with public IP. When you get a DSL router, you get one public IP and it keeps changing by the ISP, but you get internet connection thanks to public IP. But then you have private IP there, and that anyone knows the 3 ranges of the private IP? Quickly. What are the 3 ranges of the private IP?
That's 10, 192, and 172.
Exactly.
Yeah, IP4, IP6.
Yeah, so 10.0.0.0, 172.16.0.0, and 192.168.0.0, right? Actually, yeah, a little more in 172.16. But the thing is that there are 3 ranges that are private IPs. If you have any of the private IPs, you cannot get internet connection, right? So what happens is in the local network LAN, when suppose in your office you have 10,000 machines, you cannot give them public IPs because you have to purchase them, right? So you give them private IPs. But if the 10,000 machines have private IPs, they cannot get internet just by having private IPs. They are not routable. So either you give 10,000 machines 10,000 public IPs, which you will never do. So what you do, your one public IP. Oh, seriously, what happened? Okay. Serious. So basically, yeah, what happens is that I think I clicked harder and it just goes away. Yeah, annotation for Cisco WebEx sucks. The other one has better. So what I'm just trying to say here is the public IP can be given. Public IP can give internet connection with the help of a protocol called NAT to 10,000. Suppose there are more than one, or maybe suppose there are 10,000 private IP based virtual machines, right? So PRIP. The thing is, private IPs cannot get internet connection themselves because they're private. So with the help of NAT protocol and one public IP, 2 or 3 even, you translate or provide the internet connection to the NAT protocol to all the machines that have private IP. So thanks to NAT, all private IP virtual machines get internet connection. So if you don't have NAT, these guys cannot have internet connection. So that's the overall explanation about NAT, right? But my suggestion, Pragnash, would be to you can also go to YouTube and just check what is NAT, and you will get so much information with everything, right? What we need to understand is private IP-based virtual machines or physical machines or laptops, they get internet thanks to this protocol. Okay, so here, now, hopefully we understood the purpose of the network adapters here. I'm going to put it to NAT. So let's keep it on NAT because we do need internet connection for this. Yeah. Was there any question? Okay. So then there's USB controller. We don't need anything, any change here. Sound card, no change here. Printer, no change here. Display, no change here for our lab purpose. So the only changes we did were 8 GB RAM here, 2 processors, which is, we didn't make any change. It was default. Nothing in the ISO yet. And network adapter is NAT because we do need internet connection. But later during the lab, I'm going to ask you to remove NAT. We don't need internet connection. And we will go to VMnet 15 or 13, whichever you want, right? So because we need 4 virtual machines that do not need internet connection, but they do need to connect with each other. Yep.
I'm operating my the other laptop which has 8 gig of RAM. So I am getting this the recommended 2 gig but I selected 4 gig. That's okay for some time.
Recommended 2 gig is okay because you, I think, have, as you said, you have a laptop with total 8 GB, so you should not be giving 8 GB like we do. So guys, my suggestion to everyone, if you have to give a RAM to a virtual machine, do not give more than what you have in your physical device, right? Desktop or laptop. If you have 8 GB, so give it less than that. Always give, and always leave at least 2 GB for that laptop or desktop. So you can give 6 GB, you can give 4 GB, you can give 2 GB. Yeah.
Yeah, 4. I just gave me a 4 GB.
Yep, cool. Okay, guys. So if this configuration is all done, then take a screenshot. Okay. Do everyone know how to take a screenshot? Yeah. Okay, thank you for that reply.
Sorry, sir. I'm not familiar with the Windows system, so can you please show me how to take a screenshot on Windows?
So just click on your Windows button and print screen. I guess that would work.
You see a
Windows
print
plus
screen?
print screen.
No, you will have snipping tool on Windows 10.
Yes. See this?
Snipping tool is
There's a
better.
snipping tool. If you just go there, snipping.
Yeah, I'll search it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not convenient.
Got it.
Windows plus print screen is better and faster.
Yeah, Windows plus I mean that's shortcut.
Yeah.
Those and left arrow and print screen. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, because I have that OneNote, right? So I go for Windows, left shift and S, and it lets me, select the whole screen, and I just choose my area of what I want to copy, right? Okay, so this is the screenshot I took. I'm gonna always give you a sample screenshot, but my screenshot later will have my name. I want screenshots from your side which has your name there, right? For now, it's okay. So I'm going to take another screenshot because you can see I am covering my name now, right? So when you take a screenshot, your name should be showing there in the screenshot, not mine. But if you're following now, then yes, your screenshot, your name. If you're not following me and doing the lab with me, then just take a screenshot of my screen. But later, you have to change it with the screenshot of your name should be there when you're later following the video and taking screenshot. You have to change that with the other one, right? Okay. Anyway, So this screenshot, what do you do with that? I'm gonna just simply show that here. This is screenshot one. You have to label it as well. So see this? When you take a screenshot, you have to label it screenshot one and label creating first VM. That's the label. Where's the screenshot? Here it is. This is the screenshot. I'll just make it smaller just to fit it in the screen. So label is screenshot one, creating first VM, and this is a screenshot. Now this is what you need to do, like not in the, you can just label that picture as well and then put it in the word at the end of the class. If it seems too overwhelming, don't worry. I will slow down and I will give you more time and we can all help each other to take a screenshot if, or any other thing, we can help each other, right? Okay. So this is the first screenshot. This is the label. Obviously, I'm marking on the basis of screenshot where your name is showing there. Right now, you can still copy my name, but later, just to mark, when you need to repeat the lab at that time, then make sure that your name is there. That will get the marks. Okay.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We have to paste it on Paint or in PPT?
MS Word.
MS Word. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. Okay.
So yes.
So, yeah.
It is where is it going to display my name in the screenshot? Because this is just a hardware. We are configuring it just,
Are you able to save that picture anywhere?
Yes, I took the screenshot. I put it in Word, but where my okay in the while saving
Inside
the
the Word, you
document.
can. Yeah, inside the Word, when you paste the screenshot, right? On top of it,
Yeah.
you can just type yourself this screenshot one.
No, my name.
The
What about
problem
my
is
name? My name is not
this
going to
page.
display anywhere, right? In this
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that. Are you
see, it's
following me?
on the last screen because we are on the next one, so you have to move the one window, like the hardware window, so you will see your name. We gave the name to the machine, right? So you can see that name, I think.
If you're not following the lab with me right now, then
I'm
you can
following.
just take my screenshot. Oh, you are following. Okay.
No, yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
So if
So
you're
what?
following, then your name should be
in this
showing there.
particular screenshot, there is my name is not anywhere. Even I'm following. I put my name as well, but in this particular screenshot, my name is not there. That's why.
This particular screenshot doesn't have name. That's what I think is. Yeah, I think we can. I think this one doesn't have a problem. That's what he was trying to say. There's no name on this screenshot. The reason we are seeing the name
If
is
you take
because
just
we are
this,
using
there's no name.
Yeah, what
But
happened
if
is
you take a
it's in the
greater one,
back.
then you can. Yeah,
In
it's
the
in the back
window
here.
back.
So see this, if I just go back here, this. So if you're taking just a screenshot of this, yes, there's no name. I understand that. It's okay. It's the first time. But if you just use the snipping tool and start from here, where actually the name is name is showing, right? Then it will show your name. But
I use the tool and I took the screenshot of this one
yeah,
because
I understand what you're
this is
saying.
this is
It's okay.
easier for me to follow. Like instead of taking the screenshot of full window, I usually take the screenshot of the the area which is
Yeah,
which is
I
used.
understand that
People,
this
man.
area has also. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead. But later, you can try to go for, the way where the name is, because then I will mark that way. For now, it's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, guys, let's go ahead.
They just need to shift the hardware window to the right of the screen, and then the one with name will show us to the left. It's there. Just shift the window, and then you will see the other one with name.
Just behind it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you shift it here, there's a previous window also showing your name. Anyway, so guys, it's the first time for many, so it will be confusing. So I'm okay with that. However you're taking a picture, it's okay. Let's go ahead, right? So now if this is all done, remember that we didn't give the path yet. I will tell you when, but this configuration is done. So I'm going to click close now. And then I'm going to click finish, right? So once we click finish, the virtual machine is ready to start. It's there's a power on this virtual machine here. For some, the virtual machine will start automatically, which is also okay. I'm just going to start it manually now. Power on, right? If it comes, this message comes, click no. If you have pressed yes already, it's still okay. Doesn't really matter. Okay, guys. Obviously, we didn't give a path of the ISO. That's why it's going to give you this kind of error. Or it's just saying, hey, where's this ISO? So let's now give the path of the windows that we downloaded yesterday. Did we? I hope. Yes. So I'm going to right click on top of this white label of the machine like this, right? And I'm going to go down to settings, right? Why am I going to settings? Because I need to now give the path of the ISO of Windows Server 2019 that I downloaded yesterday here, CD DVD, right? When you're clicking CD DVD, you see here device status is connected.
Sorry, sir. Can you please go slow? Because we are following
I'm
you.
already
Can you please go a bit slow?
believe me, I'm slow. So, okay.
So
How
where
slow?
we need to start here, like with white one, we have to click there, but I can't see this window there.
See this? Right click. Like this.
Okay.
And this.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
I cannot see this.
And
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I cannot see the system like which is upstairs, upside. Like I can just see the black window only in my system. I cannot go.
Yogesh, do you see this?
No, just only just one blank screen.
Then how are you connected? I mean,
Did you start the VM?
Yeah.
did you so right click and I'm just gonna power off quickly just for Yogesh. Others don't do that. So Yogesh, do you see this on your side?
Yes.
One second, let me. One second, shut down system.
Well, it's in front of you, right?
Yeah, mine is like different version.
How different? Like you're remotely connected to some other machine and then you're doing that, or
No,
is
this
it in
time,
front of you in your laptop?
yeah, in front of me. Let me share screenshot because
Okay,
I'm
let's
not.
do it
Yeah,
quickly.
I'm not connected. Yeah, okay, okay, one second. Because I'm not connected from this laptop. This is good thing. One second. One second. Right, one second.
Yep. But Yogesh, you're using two laptops, right?
Yeah.
Which is not recommended at all. So your setting is totally different from the whole class. And you have to get one laptop,
I'm
16 GB RAM, then
I'm
only
like
you can have a normal
I
lap.
what I did is I connected my one laptop in my TV and just sitting on my bed and watching that, and I'm using another laptop. One second.
Yeah, you can watch it in the cell phone as
Yeah.
well, or okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
are
yeah.
you switching the screen because we have to save
Just
time. I have to show
yeah,
a lot,
sorry.
right?
Yeah, I just send just on WhatsApp. Just
Uh-huh.
have a look. Yeah, quickly. Sorry about that. Yeah.
You have to be a bit faster than this. The word fastly. If you can follow fastly, then it's okay to follow. Otherwise, you
Yeah,
can sit back and
I'll buy
enjoy the flow.
laptop within today or tomorrow, and then I'll be good. So sorry for the inconvenience. Just have a look, Professor.
Okay, you're still sharing?
Yeah, no, I just send you on WhatsApp because unfortunately,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
my
Okay,
other
so I
laptop
thought you
is.
were sharing the screen to show what's going on.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
I'll continue, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Continue. Just have a
Oh,
look.
okay. You're getting a
What's
very
on my
good
phone.
laptop. Oh, wow. So we will
Yeah.
be celebrating when you get that because this is heavy. This
The
is
thing is
heavy.
that about the thing about this Dell laptop is if I order it today, then they're gonna deliver it on 3rd of October, which is like very far. So.
Oh, okay, I understand. But definitely this is a good one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. We will talk about this thing later, like when class over, because I need to talk about these two options.
Oh,
Like
so
yeah, and
yeah.
I shared you one picture as well of my this VM machine. Look, have a look.
Okay. I'll
Like it's
check
in
that on my virtual machine picture. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
my screenshot.
I don't see that there.
WhatsApp. Like I just send it. I'm sending again on.
So okay, you're about to. Oh yeah, there is one. Okay. Hey, you're using VirtualBox? No, you're using VM Workstation Player. Master G. Okay. Master G means respected
Sorry.
teacher. Everyone, Master G means respected teacher. Okay. So Master G, what are you doing? You're doing VMware Workstation Player. I ask when VMware Workstation Professional.
Oh,
So you install the wrong VMware Workstation, right? So uninstall that and install a VMware Workstation Professional, not Player,
sorry about that.
Professional, right?
Yeah,
So
sorry
okay,
about
so
that.
uninstall that because it will not work. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So here, I'm gonna right click here and then click here. You know, when I say here instead of settings, so you have to look at the screen where I'm saying here, right? So that's a good idea, right? So here, and then I'm gonna click here, CD DVD. Guys, also, you have to click here and here. What is that? Connected power on. So obviously we need a Windows to be connected and also be connected at power on. So here and here we have to select. Now, did you install yesterday ISO? Yes, you did. So we're going to select here, right? Why are we selecting here? Because now we're going to go inside our laptop, C drive or wherever you downloaded that ISO file of Windows Server 2019 that I asked you to download yesterday. So go there, and if you find it, double click it. It will show here, right? So I'm just going to click here now, here, right? Browse. And I'm going to search for my Windows. If you, yeah, I'm just going to go to my downloads folder and, yes, I see that 2019. Okay.
Professor,
Okay.
can you please share this ISO image link again?
Hey, yesterday I gave the link to download from evaluation version. You have to have the latest one, right? So did you not follow that link yesterday? So it was there. I think everyone downloaded. Okay, I will upload it to my. Oh, there you go. Mayor has shared that link in the WebEx chat. Yogesh, you can see that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I see that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, welcome. You have to just fill out the form, your name, and everything, and then it will let you download ISO, right? Okay, so double click that. So now it looks like this. Hopefully, it's looking like this. For if it's a little different, it's also okay. We have given the path of the ISO, and what we're supposed to do. Once the path is given, I'm going to click here. Ready? Now, while this machine is started, I'm just going to restart it again, but this time it's going to ask you to press any key to continue, and that will start installing Windows. Let me show you what I mean. And I'm going to deliberately miss that so I could show you again. So I'm going to right click here, right click where? Here. And then I'm going to go to power, which is here, right? And I'm going to restart guest, right? So once I click restart guest, it's going to restart the machine. Okay, it's going to say, oh, you want to restart? Yeah. Restart. And then it's going to say this here, this. I am deliberately leaving it. I'm not pressing any key on the keyboard because I wanted to show you first. But now what will happen is I'm going to do that again now. But remember one thing. You see this hand icon here? Once I click, it vanishes because it has selected the this virtual machine screen. How to take it out? How to take it out? Control Alt out. I'm going to select it again by clicking on it. now it has selected the screen, and to take it out, Control Alt. I hope everyone understands that, right? So what happens is, as soon as I restart it again, I have to select the screen, and then I'm going to press any key on the keyboard, and then it will work. If you restart, but you don't select the screen like this, and it keeps like this, and you keep pressing keys on the keyboard, it will not work. I'm just going to show you now. Right click, power, restart guest, restart. I have to quickly select the screen now. Select. Now that message comes, I'm going to press any key on the keyboard, and it starts Windows. I try to explain it, and you're about to go in the field of IT, or maybe you're already in the field of IT, so you have to learn a bit faster, and then practice at home. Because if you're going for 45 per hour job, 35 per hour job, you have to be real fast, or at least repeat. If it's the first time, it's okay. But when the video gets released, repeat until you get real fast on this. Hopefully
you just have to press the key when it starts.
Yes, on any key on the keyboard after selecting that screen from the mouse, any key on the keyboard while that message is coming, press any key on the keyboard, right?
Okay.
So if you did not get it, restart again. First, select this black screen, and then so okay, guys. Once here, then well, it's not coming. So it says it's not coming. Yeah, it's a bit difficult for the first time. So however, you can just Control Alt and then right click here. What I did, you can just repeat that until you grab it, right? So go to power, restart again, and then first you have to select the screen quickly here, then press any key on the keyboard, right? So Pragnesh says no, it's not working for him. Oh, okay, yeah. So obviously, it's if we are doing it for the first time, so it's not going to really work as fast. We have to be a bit faster, right? Then it's going to work. What I can do is, okay, how many? Okay, also for me was, and then Jules, it's okay for me. Okay, work for me, it's working for me, working for me, work for me. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of those for which it works. Okay for me. So for some, it did not work. What I can do is I can just repeat one more. Okay, and if the course says when you press restart, just quickly click twice on the screen. Good. And then any key on keyboard. Exactly. Navdeep, you nailed it. Exactly. These are the steps. For those it's not working. So Navdeep has written it down in the chat. Obviously, we're determined and keep trying again. It seems like we're trying, but we have to just be a bit more faster to do that. But the steps are there written in the chat. Just read them and try to follow that again. Right? If it doesn't work, let me know. The rest, you can just click next here, right? Install now, right? Click next, install now. So if you see this, standard is okay as long as it's a desktop version. If you see this, standard desktop version, data center desktop is also okay, but standard desktop is mainly we need desktop experience. We don't need command line, which is the first and third. So second one is okay, and click next. Accept the license agreement. Next. Guys, here we're not upgrading, right? So it's custom. it's custom, right? And then that's next, right? Okay, so it's gonna do the installation. Now, anyone who is having issues, you can just share your screen in the WebEx quickly and we can troubleshoot because we are waiting for the Windows to install. And then it's gonna ask for a password. So I'm gonna give a class password, right? And I will put some coffee. Okay, on track. Suresh says on track. Good. Okay, Navdeep says me too. Good, good, good. And me too, Pollock. And on track, me too. Anyone me three? Okay, same. Voice says same, Bubba. Fikayo says same. Good, good. Me too. Me three. There you go. Me three. All right. Good. Because he says good. Me says good. Bubba Bola says me three. Taiwo says me too. Mir says two.
Professor, when we
Not done yet. Right, nice. Those who have issue, can you share your screen in WebEx now because Windows is installing. I have nothing to do right now.
and
Like I
Professor,
can see your screen and I can tell you.
when we are going for a quick break.
Who's this? Yogesh. Okay.
Sayed, at the bottom of the screen, I'm getting option install tools, VMware tools. Do I need to install those as well, or just ignore it?
We can ignore that for now.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Yogesh, you can go right click on the here settings. No, settings. Show me the settings first. Yeah, Leonard says this is actually interesting, like normal instruction. Yeah. Hey, power of virtualization. It's so powerful. Okay, Yogesh, can you show the CD DVD? Fourth one on the top. On track also, Jules says. Leonard says yes, I can now download back.
It's not
Oh,
me,
yes,
it's
you can.
Pragnesh.
Hello.
CD DVD, can you select that, Yogesh?
Oh, sorry, Professor, it's
DVD.
not me, it's Pragnesh. Pragnesh running,
It's
sharing
sorry.
the screen. Not me.
CD, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this one. So can you select the two boxes there? Connected and connected power on? Yeah, these two. The rest seems okay now. Press okay.
And Professor, I need to also select these two options.
Yes. Whoever did not do that, please do that. Even now you can do that. Yeah. Okay. Click.
Okay.
Click.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Thank you.
All right. Very good, man. Welcome.
I just need just 1 minute only. 1 second, just.
Okay. You're sharing the screen?
Oh no, I can because I'm using the other
Okay.
laptop and
I'm gonna share my screen, please.
Okay.
Professor, when we are going for a quick break.
We have reached actually the break time as well. Well, it's 9 minutes, 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you're installing Windows,
break.
I mean, your break starts now, but we're gonna meet at 8:20.
8:20?
Break starts now. We're gonna meet at 8:20. It's 7:52, right?
Yeah, 8:20 thing.
8:20. We're gonna meet. Yeah.
Yeah, just I have one question before we go for a break. Just
Sure.
my ISO is downloading right now, so just add in the ISO file and that's it, right? That's it.
Yes.
And next step, just install it. I mean, just run the
Exactly.
VMware. Okay, son, I'll do
Yep.
it. Thank
Can
you.
you share my window, sir? Screen?
Who's now RF4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you show me your settings? Go up there, go to settings. RF4?
Yeah.
And the wide area setting. Yeah. Okay. And settings. And then CD DVD. Can you show that? Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Yes. Here is iOS.
Everything's okay. Yeah. Press okay. Yeah. You're good.
Then okay.
Yeah. And then restart. So power restart, and then you have to be really quick now. Select screen, mouse. No, too late. Okay, Control Alt.
Okay.
So you have to select the screen with mouse ASAP as soon as it restarts.
Okay.
No, like you have to go to power. Now select the screen. Select. Oh, okay. That option did not come at all. No media. It doesn't detect that. Hey, which file is this? Can you right click again and go to the CD DVD?
This one?
Can you show me the file? Server evolve. What is the size of this file?
60 Windows 2019 server.
Yeah, this one. What is the size of the file if you're able to see that? Yep, properties and 4.9. Yeah, it's okay.
Sir. Yes, sir. Maybe you should check the boot device option, sir.
Boot device. Yeah, that's very weird. Actually, it says it doesn't have a media. That's what it's.
Yeah.
That's very strange. Boot device normally it boots from, whatever media is available. Okay, press OK again. It should detect the media first. So, hey, this is an ISO file, right?
Yeah.
Can you show me the extension as well? Yeah, click browse. And, go to view. Okay. And go to details. Disk image file. Yeah, this is the ISO file, right?
Yeah.
ISO always shows disk image, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So the weirdest thing is it doesn't detect the media. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and try again. Yep, and restart gas quickly. See, yeah, you were saying?
Okay, when it gets to the blue screen, I tried. I think this problem I did the boot normally. I think when it boots normally, I think the app comes up. Let him just wait. No. Just wait for that blue screen to come.
Yes, exactly on the blue
Yes, you're
screen.
right. Yes, you're right. I guess.
Select the order.
Let it come on the blue. It's about to come on the blue screen now. It's about to. Like, click on it. Yeah, select the screen by mouse. If you can, RF. Yeah. That's right. Are you able to press enter or down arrow key?
No blue screen come yet.
I think it comes by itself after like it times out or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. It times out and then it comes up. You're right. Leonard has a hand raised.
No, sorry. I was just trying to help out. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the help. Oh, there it is.
Which one select? Sir?
Shut down system, reset the system. Can you go to second one and press enter? This one, yeah, press enter. Are you pressing enter now?
Yes, sir.
So
because it's not detecting that ISO at all. Okay,
maybe
so
the ISO is corrupt. I think it is corrupt. Maybe. Yeah, they downloaded it now.
This ISO is not good. You're right. This ISO is not good.
Installing this VMware thing again will fix this issue.
I'm going to download again and do that, sir.
No, I think you can download the ISO directly from the website again.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's the size? Let me check my size of the 4.93, right?
But if it doesn't work, I think the ISO is correct.
Mine is
normally
593, 493.
4.97 I have. Oh no, it's not that.
Downloaded it and it's 4.9.
Yeah, mine is 493. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, that is the correct size.
493.
That is the correct size. You know what? Why don't we just create quickly another machine and attach it to that and cancel this? Yeah, cancel. and right click and power off this machine. Right click and yeah, shut down guest. Exactly. And quickly go to home. No, it's okay. Yeah, new virtual machine. Yeah, next. Yes, correct. Next. Now you can name it Win01. Yeah, here. Win01-RF-16 sept 22 -VCP-1.
The same
No,
location should I?
no, nothing here. Nothing here. Why are you changing this? Okay. Yeah. Oh, why are you changing all this?
But I changed the location.
Okay. You want to put it in
Yeah.
separate folder?
Separate folder?
No, like, if you don't change anything, it's okay. Okay. Oh, no. Back. No, you can go back.
Oh, back.
You're going too fast, man. What are you doing? Oh, you're putting it in a root of C.
Yeah.
That's not very good idea. I mean, you should put it in a subfolder, right? So at least create another folder and then put it inside that, because there will be 4 machines and you're put in the root of the C. Your C will be then like a mess. So just create a new folder and put a course name or class name or something. No, this is not Windows. You can just put VCP7 because that's the whole course, because all 4 machines should be inside this folder.
Then another folder, right, sir?
Yeah. Okay. So, separately, normally we don't change that path. It's always a good idea to not change that path. But anyway, if you prefer to change the path, then you have to be careful. Okay. Yeah.
01?
Win01. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Customize hardware. Customize hardware. Yeah, the button customize. And here you have 16 GB laptop?
16 GB.
Okay. And then go to NAT is also okay. Go to serial DVD. So yeah, everything is okay now. Press OK. No, don't give a path now. Yeah. Close. Finish. Power on. Right click. Oh, there you go. Wow. There you go. Okay, too late. So restart
Again?
Restart again. Yeah, restart. And I think it's just working fine.
And
Click mouse and press any key on the keyboard. Yeah, there you go.
And Professor, which version? 2019
Hey,
standard
I
evolution?
deserve samosas from you. Okay, yeah, you were saying?
Can you hear me? Which version? Windows Server 2019 standard evolution desktop experience. This one?
Standard desktop experience.
Okay,
yes.
sir. Thank you, sir. I can close by.
Thank you.
Can I close by?
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The second one, right? The second one.
Yeah, second one, Yogesh.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, mine is done. Woo-hoo. Like I'm waiting for others. So I have to give a.
So now which option?
Yeah.
Upgrade or custom? Custom?
No, custom. Second one.
And just hit next, right? That's.
Waiting for the password. Okay. Hey, wasn't it a break? Okay.
Yeah, it's break 8 till 8:20.
Just 1 minute, sir.
So
So should I select upgrade or custom install?
Custom. So this means I didn't get a break. So till now. So I'm going to
Okay,
go
that is
for
installing.
yeah. So guys, if it is installing for you, then take a break and then come back at 8:20. Then we'll give the password. Don't
Okay,
wait
sir.
for this.
Okay, sir.
So let others also start installation now. Let's come back at 8:20. I'm pausing the video and muting the mic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just a quick question.
Yeah.
I realized that my path was on my OneDrive. Would it make a difference?
Your machine was on OneDrive?
It saves it on OneDrive.
Oh, no, that's not a good idea. It's gonna be too slow or it's not gonna work at all. So just change the path, right?
But I just would have to do it all over, or I can change the path.
Okay. If it is installing with a normal speed, then
Well, it
you're okay.
installs. It installs. I'm waiting for the password like you, but it's working fine though.
Okay. If it's working fine, it's okay. It's okay then.
It's the best
And
if it's not on OneDrive.
yeah, it's not preferred to put it. So, Chris, what you can do at the end of the class, when we shut down the machines, then you can go to the folder and simply copy it in the C drive outside of the OneDrive. But whenever you want to copy or move the machine, just shut down, and then it's good to move anywhere you want. Right?
Fine, good. This is a new machine. I think this OneDrive thing automatically set as default, so it always does it, and I wasn't really paying attention to it. So,
if it's working fine, it's kind of okay. Like it's okay. I mean, let's see by the end of the class what happens, right? Then I'll tell you what to do.
problem. Thank you.
Okay. Muting the mic, pausing the video. All right, guys. So the password is this. Okay, good. So this is the class password. You can give this password wherever it asks for a password. I'm going to do that. In a training environment, we can just give one password everywhere. But in production environment, obviously, for every different account, is different difficult password. We're going to use just this everywhere.
Sorry, Professor, I didn't follow this password for my this window password, so that's okay. It's not a problem.
Which is okay. Yeah, you can follow any other password you like. Okay. So we're on the password screen and right. So I'm going to put the class password now. Small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1, 2, 3 without shift 1, 2, 3, right?
Sir, I have a question.
This one.
So your screen was black, same as mine. So how did you get the black screen? Just by clicking anywhere?
Click on it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Well, so I'm just going to give the password again and let's log in. So the password is Aziz. And finish. Exactly. All right, guys. So we're going to log into this machine. And
hello, sir.
Yeah.
I left my laptop to install, and finally I only got the CLI mode. I didn't get this GUI mode.
Yeah, this happens when you have selected the first. There were 4 options.
Yeah.
We all selected the second option. I think you kept it on the first one. Well, it's not, I think it is the one because it installs the command line. You had to select the second one. that installs the this one. So you have to reinstall the Windows again.
Thank you so much. No problem.
Yeah. Alright guys, so how to go inside? You can just see the 3 buttons on the top here. These 3 buttons, right? So let's click these 3 buttons. This will send Control-Alt-Delete command to this, and it will show you this username and password screen. So obviously the password you just give now, you give that password again. Smiley C, WC, 2.23, -2.23, right? So the same class password I gave, and I'm logging into the local administrator account here. How to enter? So R4 is saying how to enter. So R4, you can select these buttons, and it will send Control-Alt-Delete. Then you click inside the password screen and simply put the password that you placed 2 times before. So it's this screen, this button that you can click. So, well, it's loading now. Okay, good, cool. So what do we need to do when it's loaded? It has loaded. So there are several things that we need to make sure. Tasks to be done after logging into the Windows server, and those tasks are here. Make sure the Windows OS is activated, and then install VMware tools, and that is very important because that makes that enables a lot of advanced features in the virtual machine. And rename the OS to your first name Win01. So instead of my name, obviously you're going to rename it to your first name and restart. Also, we're going to check the time zone and date and time exactly to our correct time. We're going to give a static IP to the OS later as per the diagram. Change the VMNet of this virtual machine from NAT to VMNet 15, VMNet 13, VMNet 16, whatever. I'll just go for VMNet 15 for no particular reason. And then we're going to take a snapshot of this virtual machine. So all these steps lets us make sure that the machine will work smooth throughout the course, right? Okay, so now we're going to go for the first step here, activated or not. So what happens is, remember that we gave NAT protocol to this machine. So this machine should have internet, right? So if it's an evaluation machine, which it is an evaluation machine, right? And when evaluation machine is started for the first time and it has internet connection, so it automatically gets activated for 180 days, right? So this machine, if an eval or evaluation OS starts with internet, then it becomes activated for 180 days or 6 months, which is more than enough for us, right? 180 days automatically. Now, did it happen already to our machine? So I'm going to show you where to look for it. So activation is the first step. Let's check if our machine is activated. If it has internet, obviously it will be activated. So I'm going to go back to my machine to check if it is activated. Okay, so it shows like this. You see a blue bar here. You can press yes. If you press no here, it's also okay. It just says that this machine will be discoverable within this network, which is okay. Windows Admin Center, we don't need that, so I'm just gonna close this, right? I'm gonna close this. Now, I do see here this icon, and it doesn't have a yellow triangle to it. If it has a yellow triangle, this means you don't have internet connection. But if it is like black like this, so this means it has internet connection. Anyway, Suresh says in the chat at the right bottom, it says license valid for. Well, there you go. You're already there, Suresh. So definitely there's one.
Sorry, it's asking me that do you want to allow PC to be discoverable by other PCs and devices on this network?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Oh. So after this, just minimize the screen. What is this screen? This is a server manager, right? Server manager. So minimize the screen, minimize. And do you see on the right bottom something like Z's? So Windows license valid for 180 days. So minimize whatever you have here in your screen and go to the desktop area like this and see here on your screen. Do you see this? Okay, Moise says yes, or same for me. Parfur says yes. Push Pita says yes. Navdeep, yes. Naseem, yes. Pragnesh, yes. Evelyn, yes. Umar, yes. Leonard, yes. Taiwo, yes. Pollock, yes. Mohammed, yes. Baba, yes. Oh, okay. So it's all yeses to all. So far, so good, guys. Anyone know? Yeah. Okay. So all yes. Very good, guys. Very good. So that's the first thing. I'll just check it out here. This is done, right? So so this is going to go green now. Done, right? Second thing is we're going to install VMware tools, but we're not going to restart. It's going to ask for a restart after this, but we're not going to restart. So what is VMware tools? VMware tools enable some of the advanced features in virtual machines. It makes the virtual machine user-friendly, and it installs the display drivers as well. And you can copy paste after you have installed VMware tools. You can copy paste from your laptop anything into your machine and vice versa, right? So VMware tools is a must-have tool set of tools for our virtual machine. So we're going to install Zzagai now. So how to install Zzagai? We're going to try to go ahead and do that. Oh, okay. So sometimes I switch accents. All right. So here, VMware tools, and we're going to go back here to where is VMware tools. So go up there to the white label and right click here, right? And do you see this? This. Okay. So install, you have to click this, install VMware tools, right? I'm going to click that now. And what happens is either it's going to pop up here, which I'm going to deliberately miss, because if any of you misses, then I need to show you where to go and then double click this. There will be a pop-up coming here, which I will miss. Anyway, let's go to the yellow triangle, yellow folder here, or the file explorer. Let's click this. Remember that, okay, there's a pop-up here. If you click that, then just click setup 64, but otherwise, I'm just going to show you the other way as well. So remember, guys, yellow folder is here and yellow folder is here as well. Don't click this laptop yellow folder. Click the virtual machine yellow folder, right? Okay, open this. And then this. I hope everyone sees this PC. And then everyone hopefully sees this, a big gray VM, right? So the VMware tools are mapped to the DVD of this virtual machine. What we need to do is just double click this, right? So double click. All right, so it says yes, it's good. All right, we go ahead. So it's gonna pop up here, down here, right? So it's gonna pop up here. So we're gonna click that pop up on the taskbar. Once you click, you see this. It's a very small tool. It's just next, finish. You just have to do that, but do not restart at the end of it. So next, yes, it's on typical, which is okay. Next. That's it, install. Okay. Go ahead and install. Next, install. Ready? All right. So you can see that there's a lot of space here, right? On the left side and the right side of this machine, but during the installation, it's gonna install the display driver, so you will see that it's gonna expand the screen now. Go ahead, expand it. Okay. What's it?
So restart.
Yeah, it's expanded. Don't restart now because now we're gonna change the name and then we're gonna restart.
Okay,
So
so
that
it's
one
no.
restart will be for both tasks, right? Yeah, so it's no. So I'm just gonna click finish here, right? And it says for restart, but I'm just gonna go for no. So let's click no. Now we also need to change the name of this machine, and that also will require a restart, and then we're gonna restart, right? That restart will be good for this one as well. So how do we change the name of the machine? Machine. So we can go there to server manager, this one, suitcase icon, right? And where is the local server on the server manager? Here. Okay, local server. Once you go to the local server, yep.
Sorry, we have to select no. You must restart.
Did you install the VMware tools?
Yeah. After that, you must restart your system. That yes or no?
No.
No. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. And here, server manager, if you see that, go ahead and click that, and then go to local server, and then you have to go here, this one. You have to click this one because it's a weird name here, right? So once you click that weird name here, so you have to click this one as well. Why? Because you need to change that computer name. So you have to still go inside this one. So once you do that, now you got this. Okay, your first name, not my first name, your first name, Win01. If your first name is long, then half of your first name. If half of your first name is long as well, then half of your first name. Okay, I'm just kidding. So anyway, so once you put that, then press OK, and restart, right? Okay, so I've put in that number here, and I'm going to press OK, right?
Professor, what name? First name is.
What?
So you say our first name and then the last name. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Sorry, what name we need to give it? The first name and?
Your first name, Win01.
Okay.
Your first name, Win01. Okay, everyone. All right. So then go ahead and press OK here as well.
Can I restart, sir?
Yeah, restart. And close. So OK, close, right? And then restart. OK, close. Restart. There's a restart now. Go ahead and restart. All right.
Sir, just a quick question. For the local server, where do you go from there? Should I do manage or try to just change the name?
Just change the name. So on the local server, on the right side, there's a weird name there. Click that, and then click the change button, and then change the name.
Okay, no problem.
You're able to do that? I hope so.
Get a restart.
Yeah, go ahead and restart. All right, or all wrong. All right. Okay, so I hope we all remember our passwords. Go ahead and log in. It's this password. Logging in, right? So once we, okay, so 2 tasks are done. I'm gonna mark them as complete. Okay. You need to check time zone, and it's East, US, and Canada, right? So let's go check time zone. Yeah. Guys, can you mute your mic? I think there's sound coming from some mic. All right. So I'm gonna go for checking time zone. Again, we have to go to server manager and then local
Professor,
server.
can you hear me?
Yep.
I just updated the settings. Set time automatically, set time zone automatically, but it's not updated yet.
It's not changing?
No.
Well, okay, local server. My time zone is also wrong. So let me show you. Local server here.
Yeah.
And then Pacific time, US and Canada is showing here like this. So we have to change it to Eastern, right? So let's click that time zone here in the local server. I hope everyone got it. Those who are following, click that.
Eastern Standard.
Change time zone. Yeah, Eastern Standard, exactly. Which is this Eastern time, US and Canada. Unless you're somewhere else, so choose that. Right? Eastern time, US and Canada. Press O and K.
Yeah, now it's fixed.
Okay, that's it. And press OK again, right? So I will just mark that as done. Guys, now we need to give the static IP. Why do we need to give static IP? Because we're going to be installing Active Directory. We're going to be installing DNS. We're going to be installing DHCP. So the machine that has that, okay, I'll close this. The machine that has that should have a static IP, especially for Active Directory installation. It's recommended to have static IP. Although if you have a dynamic IP, it still works, but we're going to follow the vendor best practices, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up that diagram, and you can see the IP addresses mentioned here. So for the first machine, we're going to give 192.168.200.10. Why 200? I don't know what's with me and 200, right? So this space was 200. It could have been 199. It could have been 589, whatever. So it's 192.168.200.10. And then 255 subnet mask gateway. Actually, this machine we're not going to give gateway because we don't need a gateway in our network, because we don't need to send out data or receive data inside for our network, so we don't need a gateway. But it's written here, but I'm still gonna not put it when we are now putting it there in the machine. And the preferred DNS would be 200.10, right? So the machine IP is 200.10. DNS IP would be 210. Why? Because we plan to install DNS on this machine. So that's why the IP should be pointing to the correct machine, which is itself, right? So let's give this IP now there. Okay, one more thing is that, this is a physical network card, right? So this samosa-like shape is actually physical NIC. Those of you who don't know what is samosa, so it's it's a snack, and it has potato inside, tomato. Yeah, okay, and I love it. Okay, I'm back. Just go some. Okay, so here, yeah, physical NIC. We already have one network interface card, right? We're about to change it with a static IP. So what it will lose? It will lose the network, internet connectivity. Why? Because obviously the internet connectivity is coming from NAT, and that was the IP of your DSL. So now we're going to give our own IP. That IP is not part of our DSL. So it's going to lose internet connection. In future, if we need another internet connection, what will we do? We will simply add another network interface card. So I will show you how to do that when we need that. Right now, we don't, right? But we will add a second network card and we're going to keep it on NAT and we will get internet connection here. When we don't need it, we're just going to disable this network card, right? So later we're going to add another network card, but when we need it. Right now we don't. And we're going to lose internet now because we're about to give static IP to this, and this IP range does not belong to our DSL router IP range or the NAT protocol IP range, right? Okay. So I'm going to go to this machine and I'm going to put this IP there. Okay, let's do it. So I'm in server manager, local server manager here, and then local server, and then I'm going for Ethernet 0, and I'm going for this link. So let's click that. Once we click that, it takes us to this screen, Ethernet 0, right? The network card. Double click that. And we can go to the properties because we need to change the IP, right? Okay, out of a bad habit, I do this. I uncheck IPv6 because we're not used to using IPv6 protocol. And I keep the IPv4 checked. You know, when we are troubleshooting, okay, if the machine is up and running, if it is pinging, so IPv4 address will come back. So we'll understand, oh, okay. So I uncheck this, v6 only. I'll keep it checked, v4. And I'm going to double click this or select and properties just to open it. Go ahead and open it. All right, select and properties or double click this. Once you open, now you can give static IP. So how do I give that? I'm going to select this, use the following IP address, right? And what is our IP? It's 192, oops, a lot. 192, it goes to the next octet, 168.200. It's not compulsory to have 200. You can have 168.1.10. It could be any subnet you can choose, but it's better to follow me because when it gets complicated, so troubleshooting will be easier for me for if you need troubleshooting help. Okay, 10. Now you on the keyboard you can press tab or just click on the next screen. It will automatically populate with the subnet mask. Again, press tab on the keyboard or click with the mouse. Now we're not populating the default gateway, although in the diagram I showed that we will, but we don't need to. Even if you put something here, it's going to, you know, go away. And we don't have a gateway device in our network, so we don't need that. Again, tab once and then again tab twice. Now we need to put preferred DNS, which is a very important thing to do. We will be installing DNS later on this very machine, so the preferred DNS will be the IP of this machine as well, right? 192.168.200.10. The IP of this machine will be its preferred DNS as well. Okay, if that is done, then press O and K. Then close. Then close. And cross, right? So static IP has been given. You can see now there's a yellow triangle showing here. So definitely we don't have internet now because that IP is not connected to any IP range that is providing internet or on NAT. I'm just going to go back to this and yeah, this is done as well. Okay, change the VMNet of this virtual machine from NAT to VMNet 15. Yeah, so you know we're gonna have 3 more machines here. So we're gonna be putting all the 4 machines to the same VMNet, whatever we choose, right? So VMNet 15 will be for all 4 machines, or VMNet 13, or 19, or 16, whichever, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go up there and right click. Now, why am I coming here? Because I want to change the network adapter from NAT to VMNet 15, which is inside custom. So I'm going to go down here, settings. I'm going to go to the network adapter. And then I'm going to go for the custom specific virtual network. Then I'm going to expand that and I'll try to select Roomlet 15. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so specific virtual network. So whichever network this machine is on, all other machines should be on the same, right? No matter what you choose, right? If they want to communicate with each other, they have to be on the same VMnet. All right. So I'm going to press OK here, right? All right. It changes, so it shows cross, then it comes back normal later. Okay. Yeah, it's back. Okay, so this is also checked out.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sir, after clicking OK, so for Ethernet, it says not connected.
After clicking OK, it changes. No,
Yeah.
does it show yellow triangle here? Here you're saying?
Yeah. It says yellow, and on top
Yeah.
of that, where it's showing your IP address for Ethernet 0, it says not connected. Yeah, rest everything is same.
So the way it's showing to me, is it exactly showing to you no internet access?
No, it's showing me different.
Okay, got it.
When you go to Ethernet 0, so it's showing you the IP address, yes, but for me, it's showing not connected.
Okay, red cross is there. Yeah, so can you go here on right click and then go to settings
Okay.
and then check your network adapter settings if these two are checked?
Yes, they are. And it's on custom VMnet 15. Yeah, it's same as your screen. It was showing me the IP address earlier, but when we fix this network adapter to custom VMnet 15, and then I press OK, and it says that not connected.
Oh, and it still says now?
Yes, it says it's the same.
You know what? Can you put it back to NAT and then check?
1 second. Yeah, it's showing me the IP address now.
IP address. Okay. So you know what? In your case, oh, now I see the nice accent process. Oh, thank you.
In my case as well, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same. Like when I'm putting it on custom, it is not showing me that the Ethernet 0, like it is showing not connected.
Okay, so this means guys, it could happen to some machines that when we go to VMnet 15 that it does not show, which should not happen, and never heard of that before. But the thing is, if it works for you on NAT, just make sure that all four machines are on NAT so they could communicate with each other, right? It will still work if they're on the same network. Yes, I know NAT provides internet. Even if you have internet, it is okay. The whole lab will work fine. So it's okay. Cool. So if you get an issue with Windows 15, don't go there. Just put it to NAT. But remember, if I am putting all four machines on Windows 15, you're going to put all four machines to
One
NAT.
question. So we have an option there that VMnet 8 that says NAT. So can we choose that?
Up to you, as long as it works fine. It's just a training environment. Yeah.
Okay, let me try it.
Oh, it's Serbian or Russian? Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
working.
It's working? Good. Okay, so just make sure all four machines are the same. That's it, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Welcome. In the chat, people are saying that it was more Serbian Russian. Hey, I was thinking it was Mexican or Italian. Italiano. No? Okay. All right. So yeah, let's go for the next step here. And that is take a snapshot of VM. So what is a snapshot? Snapshot is that you save the current configuration of that machine. And suppose, we've done a lot of stuff here, right? So suppose after 6 classes we mess up a machine, or 4 classes we mess up the machine. We want to go back to the configuration where it was just set up with what we have set up just now. Like all these configurations were done, we want to go back to this same state of the machine. So then we can go to the snapshot. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
No
Okay,
problem.
so it says not connected again on the same settings.
Ouch. Okay, can you share your screen?
After 2 seconds, yeah.
I had the same thing. Not connected, but I checked the IP address. I double check it. I click details, and I saw the IP address. When I came back, it
Even
showed
I
the
clicked
IP
NAT
address.
as well. It's not connected to NAT too.
Okay. And you change the IP, you check the IP address and details, and then come back and it was okay? IP address?
That's what I did, and now it's showing me the IP address with the
Check it
VM15.
again.
Yeah, so Navdeep, can you do that?
Yeah.
So what he said was that he went to, you can just follow.
Yeah.
He went, yeah.
Everything is
Ethernet 0.
as we
Yeah.
did.
Details. And then close, and then close again, and somehow this worked, which is weird, but yeah.
No,
Can you
it's
try that?
not working for me.
Okay. So Navdeep, can you, is it Navdeep talking?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So can you share your screen in WebEx?
Oh, I can't because I logged in from another computer and I'm doing lab on the other one, and they are not connected to each other.
Okay, out again.
Or what I can do, I can just log in.
Leonard says, hey, can you take a screenshot of your IP? No, you cannot, right? Leonard is saying that IP details are out of range.
It's weird, but it's connected now.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the world of weird. Okay, so that's good. It's working. So guys, others.
Automatically.
Yeah, so can you go and check your IP if it's exactly like this?
Yeah,
If
it's
it is not,
exactly like this.
okay. Okay. Well, that is IP. Okay. So anyway, guys, since the problem is solved, I hope for everyone. So let's go ahead, and we were talking about the snapshot. So what is a snapshot? See this? Let's go here. Right click, and you see this option, right? And you also see this option. So snapshot, the purpose of a snapshot is to save the current configurational state of the virtual machine.
Okay.
So in future, if we mess up, we can come back to the snapshot where it was configured exactly like how we configured now, right? So I'm going to click take snapshot. Once you click that, yes, it is snapshot number 1 of this machine, right? And here the recommendation is to put as much information as possible, because suppose you have snapshot 2 later, snapshot 3 later, and you want to come back to the snapshot with a specific configuration in mind that, oh yeah, that snapshot where it was configured like this, and that. If you have written that configuration here, it will be easy to select. Maybe it's a 6-month-old snapshot. So you want to go back there. So you would want to know some information. So what we're going to do, we're going to write some information here, activated. Static IP given, activated, static IP given, renamed. That's it. So these are the main things. And if these main things are done, we're good. So activated, static IP given, renamed. Go ahead and write that. If you have written that, in a production environment, you can even put more details, up to you, right? So click take snapshot. Right? Click take snapshot, and that's it. So now you can see here saving state. It may take long time. We can ignore that. it is not disruptive. We can do some other tasks while it is finishing. We can totally ignore them, let it finish whenever it finishes, right? So what our this task is also now done. Now what we need to do is we need to go for the next set of tasks, and those are.
Sir?
Yep.
Where do you change your time zone for the server?
Yeah, see this? It's here and then here, right? Time zone. Click this, right? And just change the time zone here.
Okay, no problem. Thanks. I was just looking for that thing.
Okay, so R4 says that where I found snapshots, like, okay, it's snapshot, where does it live, right? So if you, that's a good question. So if I'm going to show that, you don't really have to follow me, but if you want to, most welcome. So where does the snapshot live? Let's go there. So I'm going to go to settings. Oh, there's another question here. Okay, since I'm just showing the setting, then I'm going to come back to you, Daniel. So options, and here is the path, right? Here's the path. I'm going to copy the whole path here. Copy, right? This is the path in options and this working directory. And then if I go to my laptop run, not the machine run, laptop run. So right click, run. I need to copy the whole path here. You don't have to really follow that. I'm just showing you where the snapshot of the virtual machine lives. So it opens this page, which is just a folder structure inside the laptop where the virtual machine is living right now, where we gave the path when we were installing the virtual machine, right? So it shows here the snapshot. Actually, it is getting created, but it shows here scoreboard. Actually, there's a snapshot. Yeah, there it is. VMSD. So this is the snapshot file, VMSD. And it says here VMware snapshot metadata, right? Okay, so I'll just go back. Leonard, actually, it even if it is fast, it's not going to take that much space, but yes, speed, yeah, for that. Okay, Natniel says how to, can you please repeat how to configure IP address? Hey, you're way back, man. We did that like way back. Okay, so Natniel, local server, Ethernet, I hope you're following. Ethernet, local server, Ethernet, click that, then double click Ethernet. Properties. And then uncheck V6, double click V4. Please repeat where to locate snapshot. Okay. Yeah, actually, as I said, you don't have to follow there, but okay, Natniel, hopefully you're following. Select this, properties. Let me finish that first. Well, properties. So Natniel, you have to select this, use this following IP address, and then put the IP address here. For some reason, you're way far behind. We gave that.
No, sir. I have been following you. I reinstalled the the GUI. But now only
okay.
I have left only with the IP address. The others I have done it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
So
thank you so much.
you
I
see
don't have
this,
a
right?
problem.
You're good.
Yeah. 192, 168,
Okay.
210. Yeah, no problem. I got
Cool.
it.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Cool. Okay.
Clarification.
Yeah.
What you were saying, that saving thing, like it's in progress.
Yeah, this is in progress.
I
right?
can. One second.
Like we can ignore that. We don't have to really It's
No,
just a
no,
background process. Yeah.
I cannot say this. Where is this thing? The saving thing?
So on the left bottom, you don't see that?
No.
Well, then maybe in your view workstation it doesn't show. That's also another weird thing because it normally shows here, but it is just saving somewhere, but it chose not to show on your, not chose, but maybe it's not configured to show on your VMware workstation somehow. I'm not sure why. So, okay, guys, but it's not that important. It's just an extra information. Saving it just saves, right? The snapshot configuration state. Okay, so let's go ahead. Right click on VM settings option tab. Snapshot is at the top. Right click the Win01. Oh, right click the Win01. Snapshot is here as well. Yeah, it's just saving here. Guys, so let us go ahead. Okay, so now what we need to do is next set of tasks. And those are, yeah, built-in role installation. So we're going to do that now. Let's start installation of Active Directory, DNS, and then DHCP, right? So when we install Active Directory, so we need to give the name of the Microsoft network. So obviously where my name is, you will put your name hum.local, right? Your name hum.local. So obviously I'm going to show you where it is. And yeah, we're going to change the admin name as well. I'm going to show you that and tell you the reason why. But first, let's start installation of Active Directory, role, DNS role, and DHCP role, right? So let us do that now. All right, so I'm just gonna go back here. Oh, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go here and in the dashboard, I'm gonna click dashboard, right? And then I'm gonna go to add roles and features, right? And let's click it, add roles and features. Okay, so once you're there, obviously you need to click next. Role-based or feature-based installation is okay, no change on the second page. You have to click next, right? And then, yeah, your machine name and your IP is showing here. Even if it's not showing the correct IP, if you have given the correct IP there, then it's okay. Ignore that. Next. This is the area where we have to select the roles that we are installing. So the first role is this Active Directory Domain Services. I'm going to select this. As soon as I select that, it's going to pop up. Yep.
I think I missed just like for before you begin, like to add features. Could you just like,
okay. So are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
And you can click this.
Uh-huh.
And then next. And next. Nothing to change. Next, right? Until you reach here. And then you have to select this checkbox.
One second. I'm not seeing a next at that screen. Hold on.
Here, where? So have you clicked this one?
Let me
I
drag the
hope you
screen
haven't.
up. Yeah, he said he couldn't see the next. So I think the screen is cut. I mean, the next is the next. Yeah, the GUI. Let him drag it up.
Like it's grayed out?
Like it's down, like the next is cutting,
Oh,
like I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Hey, so you have to drag the screen up a little more, then you will see the next. Your next is hidden like this, right? So you won't be able to click it. Obviously, if it is hidden, you have to drag it up. Okay, well, hopefully you did that. So next.
Syed, one question, sorry.
Yeah.
When do we use this remote desktop services?
Oh, when do we use remote desktop services?
Yes, that. Yeah. So there are two
This
of them,
one.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's VDI. So virtual desktop infrastructure. Now this is actually like Citrix. You can use remote desktop services here, RDS, and you can go for virtual like application virtualization as well as desktop virtualization. So if you know how Citrix works, so this is Microsoft's alternate here that you can actually offer configured desktops to end users where they cannot make any change or company logos are there, and also you can publish virtual applications over the internet or over the network as icons to other users. But
Okay.
Citrix is the master in that. This RDS is a cheaper version of that. Cool. Okay, next. And then I'll go for, excuse me, next. And let's select this Active Directory. It's gonna pop up like this. No change on this page other than add features, right? Also, guys, I know that we're gonna be installing DNS. We're not gonna select here the DNS because Active Directory will automatically install DNS for us. But we will select DHCP because Active Directory will not automatically install DHCP. So I'm just going to select DHCP and I have already selected Active Directory Domain Services. So DHCP here and add features, right? So that's how it should look like. Active Directory Domain Services selected, DHCP selected, that's all. DNS will be installed automatically by Active Directory Domain Services role. All right, next. Nothing on the features page, no change. Next. Nothing here. Next. Nothing here. Next. And yeah, we don't need to, there's no restart. There's no pending restart here that the system needs to perform. So we're not going to select that and click in and install. Right? Okay, we're clicking install. Excuse me. Okay. I hope all the students are here.
Sure.
Yeah, because I need to, what I informed yesterday, I need to inform today as well that next week I'm traveling. So the week after, we will have a makeup class as well as regular class. So I'm gonna put that as announcement as well.
I noticed for the directory service, on your screen it says Active Directory certificate. That was not checked, but it was checked on mine, so I'm not sure if it makes a difference.
Oh, it makes a big difference. We are not going to install certificate services. The second one we will be installing, not the first one, the second one.
Both, well, I think both is installed on mine.
Ouch, that's not good. Yeah. Your voice is not clear.
But do I need to go on uninstall it or what?
Better to uninstall if you can.
Now it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you were talking about, Professor, like makeup class. So, like, what's the plan?
Again, can you repeat the question and louder?
Now can
Sorry,
you hear
sir,
me?
you wanna say that when we'll be having the makeup class? Like same
Oh,
like
okay.
today on Friday?
Yeah, that's the only day you have free, right? So guys, the announcement again. So this 23, I will not be available, but on 30th, which, oh, sorry, this next week is 22. So I will not be available on 22, but then 29th, I will be available, and 30th, the makeup class for 22, right? But after that, it will be regular, just Thursdays. But because it's out of my hands now, I have to travel. So that's
So,
why that day. Yeah.
is
So
it
these two
possible?
days we will have the,
Is it
yeah.
possible? Can you schedule the class for afternoon instead of 6 to 10, like any time in afternoon, not 6 to 10?
No, please, I already have a
I
shift.
come,
I can't
I,
go.
well, then you can follow the video, but the thing is that I come from a job as well, 9 to 5. So I, yeah, so yeah, well, I can give you the whole week to follow with the video and you will not miss anything.
Okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, guys. So, well, this has been announced, but I will just announce it in WhatsApp and Blackboard as well. Okay, is it done for everyone here? Yeah, for me it's done, right?
Yeah.
I am going to click close, right? All right. It is visual to share the please you will. Okay, so I'm just gonna click close here, guys. On the right, uh, top right, you can see this yellow triangle, right? So you're gonna all click that yellow triangle, and then you see this promote the server to a domain controller, right? Okay, promote the server to a domain controller. I hope you're good. So click that, and now we're installing Active Directory. And in order to create that Microsoft network, you have to click add a new forest, this one. And remember that I gave you the domain name. So instead of my name, it will be your name, humb.local, right? It has to have a dot, and then local or anything you can put there. A dot local is recommended for local networks or on-premises network. If you have done this, then click next. Okay, I'm just going too slow because consumers ask, okay, can you go back? So you can see here that it's going to install DNS and the rest, but it is asking to give the password 2 times here for the directory services restore mode. I'm going to use the class password. Whatever password you're using, if it is different, make sure you don't forget that. I'm just using the class password here as well for the training environment, and click next. Okay, on this page, it's saying, oh, I cannot find the DNS server. Where is it? Obviously, we are in the process of installing DNS server, so we can ignore this warning here. So it's not there because we are in the process of installing it, right? So nothing to do here. Click next. It's going to go for a single name-based domain as well. And we don't need to do anything here, but the domain name should appear here like this, right? And click next to.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
just
so
the,
the
yeah.
domain name. We have to write the same one, our name and then number.
See this? Exactly like that, yeah. But instead of my name, your first name, right? So I hope you got it right. Okay. So your first name, home.local, and then next, next, you have to put the password here 2 times. Next, nothing to do on DNS options page. Next, nothing to do on additional options page. Next. Well, yep, no change here on Pat's page. Next. Okay, yep, you were saying?
Why we need to use .local?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, because .local is kind of, more famous. Technically, you can put here .banana, .samosa, .biryani, .anything, right? But it's just kind of a best practice that they put .local. Why? Because this is a local environment or LAN environment or on-premises environment. It's not cloud. So majority of the admins go for .local. Otherwise, no, we don't have to follow this. We can put anything anything. As long as it's that format, you can put anything. Banana Mercedes, whatever you want to put, you can put that. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys. So here I'm gonna click next. And Nell says, I love banana. Hey, me too, man. Anything with banana or potatoes, whoa, I attack. Oh, okay. So anyway, so there are 2 warnings here. So we can ignore those warnings. These are just Windows NT for very, very old system. If it's there, then this will not communicate securely. And second thing is, I still cannot find DNS. Obviously, we're in the process of installing DNS, so that's why you cannot find. So we can ignore both warnings and click install. Right? Okay. Well, guys, I normally tell all the batches that if you have space in your laptop, some of you don't. I understand that, and you don't need to do that. But those who have like 500 or more, or maybe 1 terabyte, you should create another environment, which is your home environment, and whatever we have done till now here, you should reach there again, just to repeat the whole lab again. And as we proceed with creating more and more services and installation of more features, you do that on your alternate home environment as well, right? So that would be best practice to get all the concepts and especially how to implement everything properly. You can just redo the whole thing again with an alternate machine. Just name it something else,
Sorry,
IP,
sir.
something else.
Okay,
Yep.
it's automatically restarting now.
Yeah, which
It's
is
too
okay.
late to ask.
It's okay.
Same with
It's
me.
okay.
Mine too.
Okay. Oh, I should have told that. Yeah. It's okay
I'm
to
thinking,
restart.
my thing is saying verification predict for domain controller promotion failed. Certificate server not installed.
It's that
Popped
certificate
up
server
like
now teasing you.
same. Yeah, this thing
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, if you obviously, I mean, you're installing for the first time, so you click the wrong option. The certificates is going to be a painful thing if it is installed by mistake.
So,
yeah.
Is there a way I
So,
can go around it or no?
like you can try to uninstall it when it comes back. Hey, it's restarting now. It's going to take some time. Can you share your screen?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I do that now?
You can go up to the WebEx and there's a share button there.
WebEx. Where is that?
So you have to be very technical. You have to be getting used to all these software.
I'm not seeing that share screen.
Oops. Okay. Well, it's there. How can I say that now? I mean, check all the options of WebEx, and the share screen is there.
Beside the
Anyone else
start
can
It's
video.
help?
just beside
Beside the
the
start
new
video.
start video, just at the bottom. Yeah, new start video. The next one is the share screen. Can you see it?
You have the mute, the start video, then the share button.
The up arrow showing there.
I think he has hidden the icon. So there's an arrow there's an arrow. You need to click the arrow. Maybe that's why the arrow is hiding the panel.
You mean at the bottom right of the?
Yeah, the bottom of the WebEx. I mean, just the bottom of the WebEx. Yeah.
Are you seeing it now?
Well, where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. We're all seeing a wallpaper as well. But anyway, so previous. Click previous. Yeah, that's better. I'm unable to concentrate now. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so previous and previous, sir. Yeah.
All the way back?
Yeah, all the way back. Well, actually, it's not here. Okay, cancel. Cancel. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow, the screen is so small. Why are you punishing yourself? I mean, can you make this VMware workstation bigger? Yeah, this one. Okay, now we're good. So, can you go to dashboard? Oh, can you scroll up? On the right side, you can scroll up and go to add roles and features. There's a start the remove rules. Yeah, this one.
Didn't
Start
get that.
remove rules. Yeah, this one. Click that. Yeah, start. Did you click that? Okay, click again. Start the remove. Okay, now next. No. Yeah, next. And next. And uncheck the top one. Yeah. And remove features. Yeah. Yeah. Next. Next. And remove. Actually, yeah, it's removing the certificate services now. Hopefully, no, hopefully it should work.
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't checked, but I wasn't sure what it was, so.
Yeah, I checked second, so you should follow me.
It was
But
checked
yeah,
by
mistakes
default,
happen.
so I didn't realize it
Oh.
was unchecked. So.
Oh, but normally it's not checked by default anywhere, but yeah, it's still something.
Mine, I didn't know it just came in as default, so I just left it. I wasn't sure, so that's why I asked.
Okay, no problemo. When it finishes, then just repeat the whole process. Okay, so Nathaniel says done. Balak says done.
So this is completed now.
Yeah, click close. Yeah, it's completed. And go back to add roles and features. No, go to the yellow triangle on the top right. Yellow triangle. Yeah, click that. And go down to promote the server to a domain. This one. Up. Yeah, down. Yeah, this one. Promote this server to a domain controller, the blue. Yeah. And then yeah, third one here. Add a new forest. Put your name there. Okay, so Suresh says done, log back into server, good. Ragnesh says done, Mehir done, Navdeep done, SA done, Arifur's done. Which means are done. No, did you click that? No, it's opened right now. So go down, hover on the server manager. There's a suitcase icon, very small suitcase icon showing on the taskbar. Blue, something blue on the, yeah, forward. Yeah, the second screen is already open. Okay. And click. Man, you need to really work on Windows. I think it's
What's
first
the
time you're working.
name? Just
Yeah,
my name.
Chris Humb. Now put the Humb, Humb, Humber, right? Dot local. And yeah, next, finish. Okay. Oh, well, on the second screen, you need to put the passwords again. Okay, who else is done? Leonard are belonging to the Humber admin. Yes. No. Yeah, like your domain / administrator. Yes, Leonard. Evelyn says done. Mohammed says done. Pollock, yeah, you can. Leonard done. Okay, cool. Next. Yeah, keep going, Chris. Next, finish, right? Okay. So, well, yeah, actually error came here, so that's why I'm just waiting for the screen, last screen. Install. Yeah, it should be O and K. Okay, I'll just share. It's gonna automatically restart now, which is okay. And then it's gonna go back to the login screen, and then you can log in. Just put the password to whatever username you see there, right? Okay. So I'm gonna share back my screen. It's gonna keep on doing and let it restart automatically. Okay, I'm going back to my screen. Okay. All right, guys. So there is 9:37. I'm just checking the time. We have enough time now. So yeah, I'm on the login screen as well. I'm gonna press this Control Alt Delete button, 3 buttons there, this one, and then I will log in. So you can see that my domain name / my username is showing here, right? So I don't need to change that. I'm just gonna put the password here. Small ABC, capital C, shape 123, dot shape 123, and log in, in. Okay, so once we log in here, we need to confirm. Okay, so if I check the list here, so as far as this is concerned, we're done. It's all Active Directory, right? Guys, second thing is we will from now on going to always log in from another account called hum admin, and that account will have all the privileges of the domain administrator. So it will have all the privileges of to do anything across Microsoft site. So we're going to create another user now, and we're going to give it all the privileges. Then we're going to log out from the current user and log in from this newly created user. Well, obviously you're going to follow me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go inside on the top right. Do you see their tools? On the top right, you should be seeing tools. Inside Server Manager, on the top right, you should see tools, right? When you go to tools, do you see this? Active Directory, users and computers. So you have to click Active Directory, users and computers, right? And you have to expand it, right? So I'm in Active Directory, users and computers. You see your domain name here, right? Everyone sees their domain name. You see an arrow here to expand. So let's expand that. And then we're going to go inside this users. Okay, I'm going to expand this column here. In the users container, you see this, right? The most powerful user in Microsoft environment. So this most powerful user in Microsoft environment, we're not going to use this user account throughout the course. We're going to use another account which will have the same powers as this user, right? We have to create that manually. So how to create another user manually that has the same powers as this user? So if it is selected, go ahead and select it and then right click on it. In the blue area, you have to right click like this, right? And then you have to click copy. So it will create a copy of exactly this with another name, but all the privileges of this account. So I'm going to click copy here, right? And now you just have to give that name that I gave, humble admin. That's it. And down here, humble admin. So it should look like this. Your screen, those who are following, your screen should exactly look like this. Right? So humble admin. That's the name, that's the login name. I'm going to click next. And then the class password. Small is equal to 3, the is equal to 3. Small is equal to 3, the is equal to 3. Right. Okay, so yeah, password never expires is okay for the training environment, and the rest are unchecked, which is also okay in the training environment. So we're going to click next here. And then we're going to click finito, right? So it's finito. So we created a user called hum admin that has the exact same privileges as the administrator has. So the final step for today would be to log out of this account. We're currently logged in from this account. So I'm going to log out from this account and I'm going to log in from this account. How do I do that? So there's that Windows option here, right? I'm gonna right click it because I need to sign out and go to shutdown or sign out. So there's a sign out here. So right click the Windows option, shut down or sign out, and sign out, right? Click that. And then go for this Control or delete. I don't want to log in from this guy anymore now. I want to log in from other user. So I'm going to click other user. And remember the username? Humble admin. Remember the password? Tab, small ABC, capital ABC, shift 1, 2, 3 without a shift 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Humble admin, and this is the password. And we are going to just to log in to this Humble admin user account. And it is logging in and out. So if I check out the tasks, yep, this is do, did, done. All right. So the rest, I mean, these are a bit longer tasks, DNS and DHCP. So not next week, but the week after that, when we have the class and the makeup class, then we're gonna finish DNS and DHCP. We're gonna also start creating other machines as well, right? So guys, up till here, we're going to do, because it's 9:45 now. So this the screenshot that you have taken, that's the only one screenshot. So guys, how to stop this machine? You don't have to stop it. You can just suspend it. See this? Right click here, power. Do you see this? Suspend guest. And what's the benefit of suspend guest? Suspend guest is that whatever window was open here, it just freezes or saves the whole configuration that you were doing, and then it unfreezes from where you froze the screen, right? The next time. So you can just go to right click, go to power, and then suspend guest. Or you can shut down as well, up to you, but I'm just gonna suspend guest. And it goes down like this. It should show like this. So this is guest suspended, right? O and K. So guys, the announcement again is that you may have heard. Now the third time you're gonna hear that. Oh, the calendar is not opening. Okay, so the announcement that you heard, that's the announcement. Serious, what happened to the calendar? So next week no class, but the week after we're gonna have to the regular Thursday class and the Friday class, right? Just the makeup. After that, it's gonna be regular. It's just the 2 times I had some issue. Okay, there it is. So
Sorry,
yeah.
understand properly.
Okay.
Like
Everyone understands that?
next week, like how? So next week there is no class.
Yeah, but the week after, 29 and 30, there will be one
Okay.
regular class and the makeup class for this, right? So we don't
Yeah.
miss anything.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
we have to take a screenshot of that screen.
sorry?
We have to take screenshot.
Yeah, guys, today was just one screenshot. Next classes, there will be lots of screenshots. So, you know that one screenshot, where do you want to upload? So I'm going to show you, go to the Blackboard.
Before that,
And
I have one question,
yeah,
sir. So after suspending that machine, so can we just close the window?
yeah.
Okay, because I saw you that you minimize that, so that's why I asked.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to, because it's kind of shut down. It's the same thing. I'm just going to close it now. Yep, closed.
Thank you.
Welcome. and I'm logging in. It's gonna be week 2, which is, you know, the replacement of week 1. So see this, it's week 2 with today's date. Week 2, you can see, and oh, let me show you today's date. So because we're still in week 2, right? But today's date is 16, and it's a makeup class week, or makeup class week 1 basic lab, right? So this is where you need to go today, and I'm going to create an assignment where you're gonna upload your MS Word docu and ment. Okay, so I'm just gonna go inside the class, and I'm going to, because this is first time, so it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna be patient and I'll keep explaining. First of all, if you're in week 2, you won't see it now until I create it, and I'm creating it in front of you an assignment. In this assignment, you will see the upload link to upload your one screenshot based MS Word document. So I'm clicking assignment here, and due date is today is okay. For due date is okay. So it will be till next week. You can still submit it. Videos will be hopefully uploaded today or tomorrow. You will get the notification. And assignment to cancel out. Generate points. I'll adjust the mark server, and everything is supposed to be O and K. 0. How many screenshot we have to upload? Yeah, today it is 1 screenshot, but later we will have you know, between 2 to 10 screenshots. All right, guys, are you able to see week 2 uploaded? Week uploaded. Are you able to see week 2 upload? Refresh your screen, please, on Blackboard. Oh, no, you're not able to. Okay, now, are you able to see week 2 uploads? Yes, yeah, no. All right, thank you for confirming that. So guys, are you able to upload? So first you go to week 2, 16 September. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
Got it.
Thank
Thank
you for confirming. So you should be seeing this week 2 upload 16/9, and you should just be able to upload your Word document. If you see that, then bye-bye. See you the week after next week, and we will have 2 classes that week. After that, it will be just 1 class every week, regular.
Hello,
The
sir.
file name.
Yeah. Can I quickly share my screen for a minute and show you what I was discussing with that that was confused about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. So the screen. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. Entire screen. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, where am I? So this is what I was saying. So, yeah, it all happened, and I was wondering why, and I thought I don't know whether it's just only
Oh,
me.
okay. That's a good point. I'm gonna be removing that because I copy pasted from last week. So I'll be removing all that. Thank you for showing me that.
Okay. Yeah.
But
I mean,
do you
I
see what?
was.
No, good. Thank you for letting me see that. Yep. Anyone else? Is there any particular screenshot? No,
Yes,
today we took just one screenshot. Yep.
I
Sorry.
was asking the format because if you copy in the Word, what is like the file name format? I have to give.
Oh yeah, file name format is your full name, your college ID, dash the VCP course. Just put your full name, dash college ID, VCP7.
Sir, which would you please tell me which screenshot should we upload?
Well, we only took one screenshot today, and that was well.
I took lots of
screenshot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your own. I mean, how could I know that you took so many screenshots and which one you're asking? So obviously the one that we took the first time, you can actually put all the screenshots there. That's in fact better. But the one screenshot that we took together, that is a must. The others, if you put, wow, that's amazing.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the name that we need for the screenshot. We can put only our name, or do you want specifically one way to share the screenshot?
Just you have to put the screenshot name, put it in MS Word, and name that Word document as your first name or your full name, ID of the college, and VCP7 course name. I hope I answered the question. Yeah, it's Suresh has put that there as well in the chat. Your name dash Humber ID dash VCP7. Yeah, anyone else?
Sir?
Yeah.
Just a quick question. For me, you said for me to move the file, I just power down the VM machine and just remove the folder. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
no problem. Thank you.
Cool. Welcome. Yep. Anyone else?
Me, Professor. You read my WhatsApp message?
Yogesh?
Yeah.
Your WhatsApp message you sent me just now? No. Before what you sent me, yes, I read that. And yes, that's a
Okay,
very good laptop.
Can you have a look at that if you have time? Or you can
Oh,
just answer other
there's another
questions and then you
message.
can go.
Yeah, and the tunnel, and that I just installed to Granny. Okay, sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank
Okay,
you.
anyone else? Anyone else? There are hands raised here, so you can take down your hands if you don't want to. Okay, guys, so upload your assignment or screenshot, and bye-bye. See you the week after next week.
Okay, sir. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir, and good night.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I
All right.
uploaded
Thank
that.
you.
Good night.
Yep. All right.
Thank
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, so I'll close this. Oh, yeah, Yogesh. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Closing. Bye-bye. Closing. Bye-bye. Closing now. Bye-bye. Closing now. Bye-bye. All right, Yogesh. Yep.
Yeah, Professor. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate for your time. Professor, I just want to share some things I'm a confused person from childhood. I love computers from childhood. I used to repair, I have done so many things in my childhood, and also I have I don't have any personal professional work experience in computers IT, but I have done so many things fixing, troubleshooting internet connections in India, fixing the modems, routers, and installing the labs. My father is a teacher, and in schools I used to fix everything for the teachers, and I did used to fix literally everything. And
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
there was
good.
problem. Yeah, there was problem in India. Like my parents hate that I'm using computers all the time, and I had an eye strain, so that's why just they sold my computer and they put restrictions on me to use computers and everything like that. And I had to choose. I even my father wanted to make me a doctor, and unfortunately, I didn't. I still love biology. Biology is my favorite subject, but unfortunately,
Mhm.
I uh, was I didn't choose biology that time, and I did majors in electrical engineering after like 10th high school. It's like same thing, but it's majors in electrical engineering, and I passed out. And with high school with majors in electrical engineering, and I came here in Canada in 2017 September. And
Mhm.
I came here in engineering, electromechanical engineering. Unfortunately, I failed in that course too, and because I hate engineering, but I just did. I was doing for my parents' sake. And after that, I was looking for IT courses, but unfortunately, there were not even a single seat available in any IT course at Fanshawe College, London, Ontario. So
Uh-huh.
I did hospitality, and I loved that course. I enjoyed the time. Yeah, it was a practical course, interesting course. So yeah, I passed my time, and I was just struggling, and I literally did everything here in Canada. Like I'm a truck driver too. I have an AZ license. I did Uber driving and food delivery, gas station, literally everything what you say. And I also repaired computer for some time. I love that thing. Even in this course, if we talk about my interest, I'm confused. I don't know where my interest is. I love it what we did today. I love everything. I mean, I get
Oh,
happiness
that's good.
when I do this stuff. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where is my interest is. Like I need to specialize in one specific field, but I don't know where is my interest is.
No, it doesn't have to be one specific field. It's first of all, you choose IT. That's first thing you have to be confirmed. You have to be determined that okay, IT is my field. Hospitality and medical. These might be my interests or they are might be my love. But now I'm determined to make my career in IT. So first you have to decide that.
Oh yes,
Once you've
yes.
decided that, okay, then you have a plan here. I mean, you join this project where there are Linux courses, Azure, and then VMware. So if IT is your field, then this is the best track that you have already chosen. I mean,
Okay.
this is the combination of courses that you're supposed to be choosing for today's job market. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
So, uh-huh. Yeah, you're
even
saying?
I'm now happy that I choose this course. I'm loving all the
Mhm.
programs, and like I mean I made my mind right now. I'm not going anywhere else now. I'm just IT. I'm focused because I had I learned from my past experiences. So
Mm-hmm.
just I'm into IT
That's
now. That's
great.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
And I wanna
And
build my career.
yeah. And the
And
second
also
thing
I
is that you don't, yeah. Okay, you were saying?
no, go. I have, like, I mean, I have interest in real estate and I use drone too. So I was planning to make my YouTube channel and shoot drone videos and
Oh,
do that
that's
stuff.
good.
But yeah, but that's side business. So I will do
Yeah,
that
it's a side
inside.
thing.
But yeah, but first right now, for the time being, I will focus on this IT and do this thing. That's
Okay,
later thing. Yeah. So
cool.
these are my
And
two
that's,
careers.
yeah.
Yes.
So that's what one thing is that you're determined to go for IT. Second thing is that no, you don't have to be a specialist in one particular course or field. The IT is huge and vast field. Obviously, there is database side, there is programmer side, but this whole combination of courses is for infrastructure side, and majority actually join that because it's a bit more easier and less challenging than the database side so or programming side. So it has some touches of pretty much everything plus the infrastructure. So you should be able to do that because you're pretty technical. You're actually very technical. So you will be very successful in this field given your if you give a lot of effort in this. But market needs combination of skills, not specialist you become after maybe 20 years in the field, you become specialist, but market needs multiple skills. Why would
Yeah.
they hire one guy who just knows one thing when another guy knows 12 things and that other guy will save companies a lot of money. So
Yeah.
that's why you need to be an good in all these courses. The way we decided, or the way I talked yesterday as well, that there are 7 or 8 courses. So you have to go and make effort for all these courses, especially in this project. First of all, learn everything really deep and repeat all the time. I think Linux is there, whatever Humber is offering, and you've joined. So you have to really consider on all those, because all those will get you the job. The combination of all
Yeah.
those will get you the job. So
But
first of all, yeah,
yeah, I will pay attention to all these courses. Yeah,
exactly.
but the thing is that which thing I need to apply for, which for specific job I should apply for. I'm
So
confused in this
mhm.
thing.
Yeah, there's you know, for the same job, there are different names, but anything that relates to infrastructure,
Uh,
you will apply. So mainly your focus will be on
I
systems administrator, cloud administrator, cloud analyst. There are different names actually.
yeah,
So yeah.
I just saw
Uh-huh.
a recent post about Rogers, and I also worked in Rogers for tech support for some time.
Oh, nice.
The specific job was like for cloud thing, something like that. I don't remember, but
If it is not programming, if it is not database DBAs, then yes, you're there to get that, apply for that job. There will be different names: cloud architect, cloud design, cloud analyst, systems analyst, systems administrator. You have to actually see the job designation. What are they exactly expecting? Oh, they're saying take care of Microsoft 365, take care of VMware environment, and take care of Linux environment, but they name it as systems analyst. Okay, some company decides, oh, we're gonna name it system engineer. Other company decides for the same job description, system administrator. So basically, it becomes confusing. But you just go to the job description and check that what exactly. Oh, you have to be a programmer. No, that's not for me. Oh, you have to just take care of all this, troubleshoot, monitor, maintain. That's infrastructure job. So try to always see the job description, and there will be 12 or 15 names for this exact same thing.
yeah.
uh, so if it is infrastructure, you go ahead and apply after these courses are finished. So you don't have to be confused. It's IT field, you're on the infrastructure side, and go for the job description. And if
And
that
I was
says
talking to
administrate, you're good.
I was talking to one person, IT person. He
Mhm.
was saying that I was talking generally talking about high end paying jobs. So he said that
Mhm.
don't go towards cloud because they are unpaid these days and there's lots of competition like in cybersecurity too. Go towards
What?
this is routing the CCNA like routing networks, troubleshooting networks. That person, right? Is it right? Like
Depends on who are you talking
component.
to. Uh, so maybe, his exposure to the market is quite limited as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because routing and switching is one part of the infrastructure admin's job, that you need to take care of the network, plus you need to take care of the systems, the virtual machines, plus you have to take care of databases, plus there are lots of pluses. He told you to take care of one portion of your infrastructure admin job. So don't go for cloud. This is the first time I'm hearing from anyone. I don't talk to that guy again. That's my suggestion. I mean, Cisco guys, he's from Cisco because he's saying routing and switches, right? So
Mhm.
Cisco's top certification is CCIE, if you've heard about it. So
No.
CCIE guys have been coming to me for cloud courses because their job requires them to handle cloud while they are CCIE. There used to be time when CCIEs were the big things and only this certification was enough for them to get very good salary. Now they have to know cloud to really stay in the job. So that was a very, very bad suggestion by that guy. So, uh, next time, just don't talk to him,
Yeah, I will
or
not
don't
talk
talk
to.
about career with him.
Oh no
So,
no, for sure
but the
no.
thing is, you must do cloud. I teach in other colleges as well, and there's so many students who are doing cloud. Plus, what he said, routing and switches. Yes, he's right as far as routing and switches is concerned. That is CCNA. That is just one portion. I
Yeah.
told you about 6 or 7 courses, right? So he's talking about just one course. So you have to cover all those skills that are in demand in the market. There's a job opening right now in my company, and we are doing interviews for exactly those 7 or 8 or 9 courses. the skills inside those we are looking for right now for junior administrator in my company. But I know many companies that keep opening those job opportunities. So I think you're on the right track. You just have to work hard and don't overthink. Maybe you're confused because you're, oh, what about this, what about that? Don't think about that.
Yeah.
This is a perfect combination of courses you already got. You just have to work hard and also look for, go to indeed.com and just type VMware only, and then your areas, Brampton, Scarborough, Etobicoke, Toronto, wherever you are, right? So you will see so many jobs that has VMware. Then put Azure there and Brampton, or whatever your city is, and then you will see so many jobs for AWS that will also mention Azure, that will also mention VMware. So it's, the companies will
So far,
need all these
yeah.
skills. Yep.
Professor, so far in this course, my most like my favorite subjects is like this one VMware, like I like most, and other one is like the cloud thing. The
Exactly. Good.
yeah.
So cloud is the it's the most important subject now, and it's very vast itself. So you have to do the AWS and Azure courses that I mentioned as well, and anyone else who knows how critical cloud is, they will always mention those courses, right? So you have a plan already. All you need to do is really work hard within next 1.5 year, and you should be getting 25 to 35 per hour or 45 per hour jobs
And Professor,
onwards.
yeah, what
Yep.
can be my salary expectations after finishing this course? Like at least.
There's no shortcut to career. So salary expectation, if you have done it perfectly, your resume is good. Although you don't have any experience now, you should be going to a desktop support. Oh, actually, you have experience. You just mentioned you have desktop support.
I can, yeah, desktop
So
support.
yeah.
Oh
So if
yeah,
your resume
I
is,
can.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
If your resume is carefully crafted, you can aim for system administration because you already have technical support experience. So you can go for level 2 jobs, not level 3, but level 1 and level 2. If you combine these two, uh, then you're expecting, depends on the experience, depends on the desperation of the company. They really need you? Did you perform really good in the interview? Did you impress them with concepts and how to do things? If that all is on the positive side, then it could be 30 per hour, 25 to 35 per hour you're looking for in
And what
that
about,
case.
let's say if you talk about salary based annually, and
Annually it would be 65,000 to up to 70,000, between that.
yeah,
60 to 70,000 per year.
that's
That would be,
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
but
Yeah,
yeah, so, but that is if you really impressed in the interview
yeah,
and you've really repeated everything and you really worked hard, 200%, right?
yeah.
So then yes, and since you're very technical, so I don't think you'd have to worry that much. There are other students in the class that are way behind you, way behind you. You're way ahead of those guys. So all you need to do is concentrate on this combination of subjects and give it your best in next 8 to 10
Yeah,
months up to 1.5 year.
yeah.
So you're on the
And
right track. No need to be confused at all.
thank you so much, Professor. And one last question.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I just want to talk about laptop thing. That's it. And
Hmm.
yeah, I just sent you two laptops. One is Dell and one is MSI. Have you looked
Hmm.
at those?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking on my cell phone. So you have what? Video card is this 2499 NVIDIA GeForce. And okay, let me start one. Dell 12 Gen. Oh, 12 Gen, good. i9, 24 MB cache, 14 cores, 20 threads, up to 5 gig. Wow. Uh, 8 G video card, 8 GB. Well, 2499 operating system. Home? No, it should be Pro. Well, other than that, 32 GB RAM, DDR5, very good. 1 terabyte SSD, amazing. Yeah, that is good. Did you give me two? This is one, right? Dell.
Two, Dell and MSI. Best, I gave you Best Buy link.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay.
the graphic
This
card
Dell
in
is
there,
super good.
yeah, Dell is good.
Hmm.
NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti 8 GB GDDR6. Everything
Like,
included. I am
mhm.
getting this laptop in 2,600 something dollars, everything shipping and everything. But
Whoa.
unfortunately, they are shipping like near on 3rd of October, and it's very far.
So the thing is that oh, MSI is their gaming laptop. The thing is that well, graphics we don't need in infrastructure unless you have some other things to do with
Yeah, but
graphics. Otherwise,
I play
consider it more
5.
on
I
processing
play
and
GT5. Yeah, I play GT5 online,
okay.
so like it's and
Oh,
and
okay.
also for
So
future
yeah.
needs, I need a graphic card if I am purchasing laptop for future.
Oh, the other one is 2099. And
But I'm just
and
concerned this gigahertz is a difference. This is
oh
1.8
yeah,
gigahertz.
it's low. Yeah,
Yeah,
108 GB. No, the Dell is better, much better.
yeah, that is not bad. And Professor, if the thing will do is buy like a cheaper laptop, any like starting gaming laptops, and I will return that when I will get this laptop. I will do this thing.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for refurbished gaming laptop. That's
Oh no
better.
no 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 no! I always have
Okay.
bad experiences
Yeah,
with
if you
older,
can
yeah,
afford that,
in terms
no
of
problem. Go for the new one. Sure.
quality. Yeah, quality. Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
broke
good.
right now, but I will just do the financing
Oh,
financing
okay,
thing right
okay.
now.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yep. For career, we have to do
Oh yes,
investments. So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
cool.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Professor, my doubts
Okay.
are yeah clear now. Thank
Uh,
you. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
no problem at all. I'm
Yeah.
welcome. All right.
Take care
All right.
and have a good night, Professor. Bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Bye.